Was Britney Spears being naked again? All right, testing, testing, testing. So far, so good. Testing, 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 testing. So far, so good. All right, I think this is good.
I think this is excellent. Twitter be tripping. Twitter always trips. It trips every day of the week. So we got to get used to that. Yo, welcome back. If you haven't noticed, I wasn't really online for the last couple of days, actually. I was in Fort Lauderdale doing my little vacationing. It's always good to do some vacationing. It's always good to have some vacations just to kind of reboot, restart. And when I was younger, I never thought that was the thing. I didn't think that that was really a thing. But from what I understood is that when you actually vacation, you get a perspective on on where you live at. The people that you know, um, the different cultures and why you like the things that you like and why you dislike the things that you dislike. It is always good to vacation, to go somewhere else. I will always advocate for that, especially since if you got a little bit of cash, let's go somewhere just a few states over. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just a few states over would be actually one of those situations where, yeah, no, it'll help. It'll help. But you know me. You know uh I'm not one for intros, So I would like to welcome my haters and welcome my lovers and welcome to another show that is called A Loud Discussion. There's a lot of shit that happened over the few days, and I wanted to kind of go over it. I've been writing it down or just putting it in my little notepad just to make sure I don't forget things. Hold on for a minute. To make sure you were able to hear me. But yes, um, there's been I wanted to have I want to actually introduce story time again because a lot of shit before we even go into the two topics, which the two topics for the sake of this podcast is, was this the real reason why Sony was quiet? We didn't hear anything. Were they really trying to devise a way to really break the news? And then I'm hearing that Xbox sales are slowing down. So I'm really curious about that. Regardless of the matter, let's do a little bit of story time here because some craziness has happened while I was in Fort Lauderdale. So if you don't know, I am planning on moving to Florida. I just do not know where exactly. It was going to be Fort Lauderdale, and then I was like, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't because people look like different races and they're all like of Spanish or Latin descent. Literally, a motherfucker looks white. And I'm like, hey, do you know where the flower is? And the motherfucker's like, hey, Capasso, whatever. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I literally went to the Walmart and asked everybody, and they all barely spoke English. And they all looked completely different, which was fucking crazy. It was crazy. A friend of mine actually was kind of telling me, you're going, if you do move to Florida, you're going to need to know how to speak Spanish. And I kind of listened to it. I was like, yeah, you're right, kind of, but boy, that dude was on fucking point. Me eat this ice cream before it melts. That was number one. Number two, um, I've never seen so many homeless people and just be emboldened by just walking up to your car and knock on the window like, hello. I'm like, bro. So when I first touched down to Fort Lauderdale, the first thing that I did was like, I'm going to need some sunblock because if you don't know me by now, I love the beach. I was like, let me go get some sunblock. Yeah, I'm black, but like I had like a wicked like heat rash. It's all over my torso. Like I can't. I got some delicate ass pussy skin. Apparently, my shit pussy. So I go out there and I spend forever looking for some sort of sunblock. I get the sunblock, right? And as I'm walking out, you know what I mean? It's this black guy with a big ass afro and some missing teeth. I think one of the front incisors were going. He's like, yo, what's going on, partner? I said, what's up? Yo, you got $12? I looked, I said, fucking no. No, I don't have no $12. You know, what is this number, first of all? $12? What do you want? What are you going to buy with $12 exactly? What exactly are you going to buy with $12? Like, that was a very weird number to kind of like, it was weird just to say that it was, I'm going to buy $12. Like, what are you buying exactly? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I left, you know what I mean? They had like multi-plazas, you know what I mean? So I walked from the Walmart over to this convenience store called the Wawa. It's like a 7-Eleven, if you don't know. I go to this, you know, this Wawa. The first thing I did, because, you know, I don't ever skip a beat when it comes to the gym. The first thing I did was to get some, like a small coffee. Give me the energy that I need, because actually, before I left to go to Fort Lauderdale, I cleaned up my apartment, and that kicked up a whole bunch of dust, and I started sneezing and shit. And I couldn't get no sleep. I didn't get really good sleep despite sleeping early. I was like really fucked up. So there was that. So I'm like, let me get this coffee or whatever case is to keep myself awake. And this motherfucker from the Walmart materialized behind me because I didn't feel his presence at all. So, you know, I grabbed my receipt and I said, thank you, you know, and turned around. This bitch was looking at me like, you gotta see that shit on YouTube because it's streaming on YouTube. He was just like, bro, I'm like, he just right behind me. Like he was like, bitch, I thought you said you don't have $12. And I'm like, no, I still don't have $12. I use my debit card. And you know, the funny thing is, I think, now that I'm thinking about it, the $12 wasn't that he was going to buy something, you know, in particular. I think he was actually accounting for inflation. Now, hear me out. I don't know if you ever heard of a bum that asked for more than $5, but apparently he had to equate for this shit. Like, motherfucker had like he had a register and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you know, I would ask you for $5, but you know, the euro's kind of low right now. You know what I mean? It's kind of low, so you know, we gotta balance everything. Gotta need that 12. You know what I mean? You hear about that PS5? You know what I'm saying? That PS5. You know, they had to raise the price for that. You know, my bad. You got $12 to account for this inflation. I'm like, bro, that kind of changed my whole. That changed my whole feelings on moving to Fort Lauderdale. And I won't really explicitly say because I'm looking at how the internet moves. What's going on, Gaming Night? I'm looking at how the internet moves. You don't want to say your shit on social media like that. I am going to Florida. I just don't know where, and it won't be for a lot of that. To my knowledge, I don't think I want to live over there. The first time I actually went to Fort Lauderdale was great because people were speaking English. The second time I got there, I realized I was like, man, nobody speaks fucking English. Like, I was a minority. And also, if you don't know, I always go to fucking all sorts of beaches, specifically nude beaches. Saw this bad bitch, light red bone. You know what I mean? She got the kinky hair in the back, you know, a little bit of the baby hair to the forehead and the temples and shit like that. And I'm thinking she's just a black chick. And she's sitting down at the corner and shit like that. You know, she's just sitting down and like right at the edge. I wish I could just kind of film this shit, but you know what I mean? If you ever go to a nude beach, there's a lot of LGBT shit. But motherfucker was like sitting on the edge. And she was just letting the waves crash on her. And I'm like, yo, you ain't comfortable? She was like, okay, go basta. Okay, so I'm like, yo, this bitch don't speak English either. Yo, I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here. I can't even spit game. That was fucking crazy. So either way you look at it, it was a pretty interesting experience to be in Fort Lauderdale. But I still got to find a place to go. So, speaking of inflation, what's this PlayStation 5 increasing the price of their consoles everywhere else but the United States? So, I literally wrote some notes down and shit just to make sure I was going to be on point and didn't slip up, right? I want to keep focused, especially because I haven't played games in a couple of days. I definitely want to keep focused. So, to my knowledge, I'm thinking to myself, I was really wondering, I'm like, yo, Sony really didn't mention anything. They are quiet as hell. We don't know what's coming out for 2023. Nothing. And then all of a sudden they released the controller. I'm like, okay. This is nice. I mean, you know, protects with the stick drift. Okay. I see it. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden I see that they had an announcement that was, oh, by the way, we have to raise the price in every area besides the United States because the dollar is strong. And I'm like, oh boy, man, this is going to be some fucked up shit that I got to hear for fucking several days over and over and over again about some stupid shit that doesn't concern you. Most of the people that I speak to are in the United fucking States. And the people that are not in the United States already deal with inflation. This is nothing new. Xbox Series X has been increased in price in India and in Canada as well. No one said a fucking thing about that. In addition, the same thing happened with the PS4. And also, I'm hearing shit like it's been raised by $50, US. I looked at the fucking conversion rates. This shit's about $16. So it's not terribly crazy. And then lastly, you gotta understand, man, the console prices always go down. Always go down. Or at least for Sony and Microsoft, it goes down because apparently Nintendo is just completely impervious to all of this shit, yo. They don't got a motherfucking thing to worry about. Stage Block, what's going on, bro? Yo, it's so crazy. They don't have anything to worry about. They could just do whatever the fuck they want. Yo, talk to me, Stage.
Good day, good sir.
Good day, good sir. I'm doing fantastically well.
Just had to see you before the morrow.
What happened?
No, I just had to see you before the morrow. What's good, brother?
What's going on tomorrow? Wait a minute, you scare me. Hello?
I was saying I just had to see you before the morrow. Say what's up.
Oh, you about to dip out?
No. I just had to say hello. No, but I can talk about this whole Sony thing and stuff like that. It's cool. Well, I mean, this whole issue with the price being like, well, of course, there's inflation, worldwide inflation going on. Of course, the dollar is stronger and stuff like that. So, I mean, if Sony's adjusting, I mean, if this was probably somebody else, they probably would not have, changed the price worldwide. They probably would have taken a hit with the rest of the world because the PS5 has been profiting. But I guess if it's harming their profit margins, worldwide in certain key areas, I guess Jim Ryan's the all business guy. Like he's not like a Sean Layden, and of course they have accountants and not accountants, economists working with the company and things like that. So I mean, they know what they're doing. It's just that like some things are just bad for optics in general. So
I don't think it's an optic thing, man. Like you gotta understand that this has never fucking happened in like 100 years. We never had anything fucking like this. This economy crashing the way that it is. I mean, there's a war going on. There was a fucking pandemic that we never had in our lifetime. You know, it's the craziness.
Yeah.
And yes, people are so entitled. Look, this is not an apology for Sony. I would rather any company eat that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Especially since Sony, in my opinion, has been slipping. I don't like the fact that, I'm sorry, I'm just going to call it how it is, man. Sony be woke. It's very irritating.
In what way?
Huh?
You're saying those things, but I'm wondering what you mean.
I'm just this the woke shit. I don't know, like the virtue signaling. I'm over it.
No, but
you know
so
what I'm
does
saying?
Xbox.
All of it. I mean, but I don't have an Xbox. That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't have an Xbox. So I don't care about what they're doing. You know what I mean? Nintendo.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
hold on.
But wait. Nintendo don't have no fucking Rainbow N. You know what I mean? That's way past the fucking, Pride Month and shit like that. It's like, to me, it's just so fake. Here's the fakeness. Because when they are overseas, Guerrilla Games, Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch, all them fucking subsidiaries, they can't fucking put no rainbow fucking insignia anywhere. So if you can't put it in certain areas because you know that shit's illegal, don't put it no fucking where. You can say that Happy Pride Month and shit like that, but it's like, bro, like it's fucking August.
Yeah, but that's a whole different topic. We can get into that right after.
No, I know, but you asked me why Sony is just irritating. And the only reason why I'm only saying this, right, is because I don't want people to think that, not that I care, I just don't want you to misconstrue it. And I'm not a fan, I'm not an apologist for what they're doing. Not you, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
First and foremost, the economy is fucked up. Yeah. Secondly, Sony don't want to lose any more fucking money, and the PS5 isn't like it's making bukus of like dough like an iPhone or a Switch. I just read a fucking story about the iPhone costs about $500 fucking to make, and they're charging you $1,300. So they have a whole.
You know who created the iPhone? I mean, well, not created, but essentially created the foundation of how the marketing of iPhones work. Right?
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, and his whole personal philosophy was similarly to Nintendo, keeping your value high, and because the perception around it, people will actually pay for it if you treat what you create like it has value. So essentially, like, and again, same thing with Nintendo. It's why they don't drop the prices on their games. They keep their games high quality.
Well, I'm gonna get into that. Guys, so let me just
margins are high.
Let me just say my little thoughts, right? Yes, but I'm saying people don't really think about what's really going on, because it's all about me. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about the ramifications. Just like these fucking student loans, I'm gonna give you $20,000 to wipe this shit or take a chunk out of it, and no one's thinking about the ramifications. This generation sucks. Like the fucking millennials and anything after that shit, they're fucking stupid. All of you motherfuckers that don't see past your fucking nose are idiots.
No, but hold on a second. You're going to say that, but who created the grounds for millennials to be in that position? It wasn't Gen Xers. But certainly wasn't Gen Xers.
But here's the thing. I am a millennial. I don't watch that shit.
I understand that. But
so how come I kind of got out of that shit unscathed?
Because
how come I'm almost 40 and I'm always one of the youngest people at a work of 500 people? Someone explain that to me.
Wait, what?
How come every place I go to work, I go work at and shit like that, I'll be in my mid-30s and I'm one of the youngest motherfuckers in the whole place, hundreds of people. I don't understand. What the hell is...
Well, I mean, that could be because of the fact that millennials and the generations after that are less loyal to jobs than the generations that came after.
Let me.
Yeah, they're less loyal to showing up too.
What's going on? What's going on, Jeremy?
But at the same time, that it's because of the fact that we were raised to be that way.
No, hold on, stage box. Stop cutting me off. I'm gonna let you speak.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Damn, can I list this shit before I'm almost getting
just a bunch of lazy bitches.
Lazy you bitch. Anyway, so there's a couple points. Let me focus, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just getting off the plane. You know what I mean? I just literally an hour ago, I had to do an hour drive as soon as I stepped off the plane, and then gave myself 15 minutes to set everything the fuck back up. Either way,
I was just saying, man. Right after you said something, I was like, okay, I'll respond to this. Just whatever you throw at me, I'll take it. You know?
so I'm gonna say a whole bunch of things, and then I get your thoughts on this shit. So, like I said before, they were quiet, and it's almost as if Sony was thinking about a way of actually delivering that news. And they mentioned the controller, and and then they were like, a state of play is coming, it's gonna be lit. By the way, we gotta raise the prices for everywhere but the UK or US, right? Then everybody went fucking batshit crazy, right? And we already discussed that. And then the media is like looking for any little thing. Like, the media is so bitch. God, they are so bitch. They are so feminine with the gossip. Feminine. We just spoke to Nintendo, and Nintendo told us they're not going to drop their price. They're not going to raise their price. This fucking console is 5 years old, using some fucking tablet parts, and the console never was sold at a loss. Even if the shit was fluctuating crazy, which it is, they have mad wiggle room. They haven't even dropped their fucking price. They don't drop their price for their fucking console since the GameCube. No one said anything about that old ass console still costing $250. No one said shit. This is what sucks about being on top. Because when you're on top, you are scrutinized for everything that happens. Any fucking little thing. Why? Because it gives you clicks. And on top of it, people are just, I don't know what it is about human nature. They can't wait to see your ass fall. They love it. And I've been seeing shit online talk about some, you know what I mean? They're like, well, this is the downfall. Eric and Sony, Jim Ryan. This is not a fucking Jim Ryan thing. It's not. The fucking Sony thing. Sony's culture is different now. It's been American.
Yeah, the yen's gone down.
I'm not even talk about that. It's the Sony itself. They're a different fucking company.
Sony raised the price of all their shit that same day.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, people are fucking spazzing the fuck out and not asking Nintendo, why is your fucking old ass game for 5 years still cost $50? When are you gonna pass over the savings to us? They don't ask those fucking questions. And by the way, like I said before, Microsoft raised their prices in India too to adjust for the inflation. A $2 trillion company did that shit.
Yeah, but most people don't care about India. It wasn't in as many places. That's the thing. India is a growing market, and nobody's really.
Yeah, but the U.S. has the strongest fucking money value right now.
Yeah, but
for PS5, they didn't raise the price there because they actually don't lose on the U.S. They lose everywhere else because their money ain't worth shit.
Yeah,
which is scary because our money ain't worth shit here now.
Yeah, but our money, because of the fact that the thing is, we can stave off inflation because of the fact that we produce a lot of things. That's the thing. We're still
we buy a lot of shit. What do we produce? Entertainment. Yeah, we produce bad entertainment.
Bad entertainment. Trust me, a lot of the world consumes a lot of our entertainment. We pull in billions, and the thing is, our economy pulls in trillions from the world itself and the world economy.
This is very true.
So the thing is that even if we're in some form of deficit because of our culture of constantly working and pumping out things and essentially cycling things out, we can actually function within in a rough spot of inflation. And the thing is, we and that's the thing, we're perpetually raising debt clocks and other things, and we're, because of the fact that we function the way that we do, we're just creating bubbles and bubbles and bubbles and pushing it under the rug. But at the same time, we're not feeling it completely because of the fact that we produce so much and people work so hard over here. That's the thing. We don't actually feel when it actually happens. When it actually pops and bursts, it's gonna be crazy.
People say before you.
We don't. Yeah.
I was gonna say before you even go on, two things. Jeremy, if you're and I apologize, it's just some noise in there. I'm just trying to increase the quality of the podcast. Sorry. Like whenever you want to talk, just unmute. My bad. So, the second thing I want to say is on some shit. You say that whose fault is it in terms of millennials and anything afterwards? Like, we don't even have economics 101 in our schools.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? But not anymore. Instead, we got fucking. Oh, we got what do you call that shit again? Not gender. Racial. What is it?
No.
Gender awareness.
No, not that one. It's critical race theory. We got that. We got that shit.
Wait, didn't they try to block that?
They're trying.
I mean, I don't understand why it would be such a bad thing though. But is it a core class?
You want to know? You want to know something? And this is hold on, wait. This is going on a different tangent, right? You want to know is really. Over time, I discovered a couple of different things about myself, right?
Yes.
I discovered if I want, right, to get over something, I can't focus on the thing that is bothering me. What's going on, Philip? I can't focus on the thing that's bothering me. And what we're doing here, this focus on just racial inequality, is fucking things up. On the flip side, because we do it too much, you know what I'm saying? So one can make the argument is like, oh, okay, well, what about teaching economics or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? Or focusing on economics or politics and actually know what the fuck we're talking about. We don't do that enough. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, like that shit's crazy censored and people are, you know, idiots. You know, I was in a Walmart right now, you know what I'm saying? And I see this old black couple pick up a fucking book with Trump on the front. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's like confirmation bias. This nigga is not our president anymore. Who the fuck cares what he does if he goes to prison anymore? Who fucking cares? Worry about this stumbling idiot that's in there now. Worry about him. Worry about fucking why are we sending billions of fucking dollars to another country when we got all these fucking homeless people that I met in Florida adjusting for inflation for their fucking gratuity askings.
Hey, Obama or Biden's what do you call it? His board figured it out. They're going to print more money. That way, they have more money in the economy, and that's going to help stave off inflation.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah, no, I literally watched his advisor tell me this, and I'm just like, this person went to college. I can't even take fucking university seriously.
What about the black girl?
When did this happen? I got to see this. What?
She was an old white woman.
What about the black girl?
What was her
name?
What the black girl? Was it the head of the Federal Reserve?
She's like the economics financial advisor or something.
What about the black lady? Like she got appointed, right? And they're like, can you tell us what a woman is? She was like, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. I don't know what it is. And I'm like, you were literally appointed because you were a woman, and you can't tell us why. What is it? I'm just so over it. I can't believe the stupid fucking people like moving away from politics, right? Apparently, also, motherfuckers is actually beefing on fucking Twitter. Literally waiting for people to come to their house so they can fight over a fucking piece of plastic. This is the most dramatic. Like the women, they're acting like catty women. Yeah, grown ass, hard ass niggas are acting like catty ass women.
Yeah, but remember.
Yes.
No, let's not go off too far. Let's not go to, you know.
What am I saying?
No, like, because remember we were talking about like the whole situation with.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying in general.
And being on top. I'm saying because remember, you were talking about the fact that like nobody when you're on top, you get treated a certain way because of the fact that people want to see you fall. People were really intrigued by watching you get to the top, but now. Look at the position that you're in. That was the last thing you said before.
I'm not. I know exactly what I'm doing. I had to lighten it up because it was getting too political. So I had to bring it back to gaming. I know what I'm doing. I'm
No,
just
but
saying.
that's the thing. Like that's the thing. When you're on the internet, it tends to kind of get that way. But the thing is, we still have to
But it
censor
goes,
types
but
of
it
things.
goes, it goes to show you how stupid people are, how fucking emotional people are, which ties into what I was going to say anyway. Stage people are knee-jerk reaction to like this fucking price, and they sit there and they are outraged. You already have a fucking PS5 and you're outraged. I saw the pyro dude. Jim Ryan, what do you guys think about the Jim Ryan era? Oh my gosh, nigga, you was biting on fucking game boxes. I don't think you're qualified to be asking those particular fucking questions. You're eating fucking plastic
Yeah, but
because
would
you're
you say
so
that's
excited about
political?
this shit. No, I'm not
Yeah,
talking
but
about
would you say
political. I'm
that's
not talking about politics anymore.
no? I mean the way that people are taking it. That I mean,
No, I'm not saying it's political.
because the thing is that today, and especially with video games and movies and things like that, since the advent of the internet and these forums and things like that, and us allowing to be accessible to the brands and things like that, and things like Twitter and things like that, people are able to gauge our movement, our actions, our responses. So whenever things happen, you start to there's a whole fervor and things like that. You start to see that there's the little hashtags and things like that, the most popular subjects. And that's why the news is talking about it, because we're talking about it. It's becoming a big thing on the platforms we're on. So, because we won't shut up about it. So, I mean, this whole situation with Sony is just something that I think will eventually go under the rug at some point. But, in England, it's not so bad right now because, it's 30. It's a little different. The euro is the problem. And everywhere else, pretty much Australia, it's already tough enough to deal with things over there, I'm sure. It's hitting every other place a little hard right now. So I mean, at least for us, we should be thankful if we're gonna go by your mentality and focus on ourselves, right? We should be happy that we're not spending more over here. But we know I can't actually say a good thing that's not hitting us in a certain way, because we spend more than other people. We behave in an undisciplined fashion with our purchases. But at the same time...
Who's we? Who's we?
Americans.
Okay.
We have unreasonable spending habits. But at the same time, it helps our economy. So this is one of the reasons why we're not being, having to, have the same issues as these other countries. And actually, I don't think they want to do it either, because their major competition, even if their major competition has 50% of the American market. 50%.
So what are you trying to say? I'm losing you. I'm losing you. You give me a lot of information. What are you saying?
So Xbox, because of the fact that Xbox, of course, they had still the Switch, so it's not 50%. It's more like the Switch is in the lead right now. But for the market they're primarily headed for, Xbox has a solid equal chance to Sony compared to the rest of the world. So I don't think Sony wants to ruin their chances of holding a certain amount of market share, which is being led by the American population. That's
so what are you saying though? I don't understand.
I'm saying that the American population, their spending habits, because of the fact that right now, even if Sony's winning right now, if let's just say they were to make certain moves, the average consumer could tip the scales over to Xbox easily.
I know, but what would make them tip the scales is what I'm saying. Less words, nigga. Less words. You getting a whole bunch of fucking words. I'm losing you.
No,
what's the point?
The point is that the average American consumer can easily jump between Xbox or PlayStation. So let's just say they don't understand anything about exclusives. They could, choose Xbox easily. Like, all it takes is one screw up with the price.
So what is Sony doing to prevent that?
In
your opinion,
one because again, right now I wouldn't say the dollar is strong, but it's probably stronger than other places that are hurting right now. But at the same time,
so you're saying that they are basically,
the yen is fucking worthless. That's why they'd rather get money from us, because if they
they're a Japanese company, so like that's
the issue with it.
So you're saying they're only going to affect or put the burden on places where they
No,
feel
that's
that they
just
have.
the worst.
Hold
but
on,
they pay
hold
for everything in
on,
yen.
hold on.
Ah!
You're saying that basically they're putting the burden on places where they're not going to be affected.
They're not
by
placing
too
the
much.
burden on them. They're placing the burden on us. We carry it so that because they know that the volume comes from us, major volume. Remember what I told you about outrageous spending?
No,
They're not taking a loss at the hardware in America. It's other places because the value of their money is lower. Like when they just sell one in Japan, the Japan yen is so low they're losing money off of it. If they got 500 from American, they break even.
Oh yeah, but they've been profiting since 2001, so it's beyond breaking. But yeah, if you put it all together, yeah, in a way. But the thing is, I would have to know the numbers essentially.
Yeah, but material prices have gone up now to
exactly.
Yeah,
because of how hard
you got copper. You got copper.
Yo, at my work,
yeah.
Parts we were making $100 a piece on last year, we're losing $50 a piece, and we can't change it until the contract's up.
Yeah,
so we're running at a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm
it's
still
scarcity.
trying to understand what you're saying. What are you saying? What is Sony doing to prevent people from jumping ship? What do you? I still didn't get an answer from you.
Oh,
no, not you. Not
I
you.
got nothing on that.
No. I know you. You are pretty. You're fucking a man of little words. You Stage Block, a man of many fucking words. Can you make it less words?
I'm saying that even if let's just say.
Can you just answer directly? What is Sony doing?
No, but let's just.
You're saying even if you're adding extra shit to it. What are they doing? The action, please. The verbs.
Okay,
please give me the verb of what they're doing.
Simple. To go with what Nelson said, let's add the fact that they have competition in a major place where their two strongest markets right there. The U.S. market right there. The strongest market. They cannot lose the strongest market to Microsoft in general. So let's just say they were going to do it across the board. They can't take that risk. They can take that risk with other places because
they can't take the risk for what? You mean in U.S.?
Yes.
Ain't nobody outside North America.
Please let him talk.
Exactly.
What are you saying?
There's less of a chance of people turning on Xbox elsewhere in the world.
Okay, so you're basically saying the reason why they didn't increase the prices in the UK is because they could lose market share in the US. I mean the UK. I'm sorry.
Hold on, man. The fucking space has crashed. I know you got. Hold on, man. The fucking space has crashed. I know you got. Hold on, man.
Annoying. All right, testing.
Yo, hop back into Spaces is
All
back
right,
up.
so it looks like everything's back. Yo, hop back into Spaces is back up. Yo, can you speak, please? All right, can you guys hear me? Is everything good? All right, people jumping in. It's okay, so we good now. But I can't. See, this is the reason. This is the reason. Stage block. Keep your shit short. It took you 15 minutes to just say Sony can't afford to raise the prices in the US because they can lose market share to Microsoft. That's all you had to say. That's it. My God, keep this shit short because these spaces are flimsy.
Dude, it was 2 tiers to it. Nelson pretty much got the rest of it, dude.
Yeah, but you could just simply say they can't afford to do it in the U.S. because they were going to lose market share, and U.S. people are bitchy-ass fucking people.
That wasn't the initial
Then please say the initial thing. My God, what is the initial? What is it?
Oh, my God.
There's
many ways. I'm saying that this isn't such a simple thing to talk about. We would have to know a little bit more. I'm just saying what I'm thinking that it could be. And
and tell me what you're thinking that it could be.
And I just told you. But you just got the other part. You just got the primary part.
What's the other part?
What? I mean, I basically just told you that because of the world economy and how everything's going right now, it's hurting their profit margins. So, and because of the fact that they have certain leadership already in power who will always make the business decision over the PR decision, he's going to take the one that helps the business first.
It's the same thing, man. Literally the same thing. Now that we got that out of your system.
Okay. That's cool, man. That was good.
I'm always on edge about the spaces. I am always on edge. Every fucking time this shit crashes. And I'm glad it was being recorded elsewhere because I can't take the recordings from the spaces anymore or from Twitter because they won't allow me to pull the fucking spaces anymore. So I have to record it on YouTube. And luckily, YouTube is recording all this shit. And that didn't crash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, making sure I can hear myself.
I will work on that, Illicit. I will work on that.
I'm just saying, it's shit's.
I will work on making my words a little smaller. I'll work on it.
That shit gets me, that shit's, it makes me scared, man. I'm like, shit. Now that we got all of this discussed, why was Sony, the question is, why were they so quiet though? They just now are talking about a state of play. We don't know what the state of play is. We do know that Jim Ryan said that they want to work more intelligently, right? We do have that, right? So my question is, right? What exactly?
Mhm.
Ooh, somebody wants to. Who's that? Oh, Nelson. Okay, cool. What are they hiding?
Step on Gamescom. They don't step on Keeley. They don't step on E3. They wait till that shit's over. They do something before, and then they wait a couple months. They do something after. They don't fuck with their shows. The summer's already taken by other people. They cap off the year after everybody's seen all the bullshit.
But Nelson, they could have easily did a state of play for God of War. They could have did a state of play.
Yeah, but they're gonna have their showcase. Why won't you wait for your showcase so you can show everybody? Because the whole world's gonna watch that shit.
Because the showcase is awesome. Well, the world's gonna fucking watch fucking what do you call it? God of War, regardless.
Yeah, and people are gonna get a boner when they see the Kratos at the end of that bitch.
Oh, I see. They're gonna use.
They're gonna watch. They're gonna watch that whole show because they're gonna close with that bitch, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
They're gonna use God of War to make you watch everything the fuck else, and they also gonna show everybody that they're gonna do more PC shit. So get prepared. What do you guys think the state of play is gonna show? This is always the question.
It ain't gonna be a state of play. I think it'll be a show.
They said
show at the showcase.
I thought they called it a state of play.
You're listening to rumors about people who.
No, Sony just released something. Sony said they're going to do something on the 1st or 2nd of September or some shit. What's going on, Fatal?
I haven't seen that.
Sage, please.
No, I never heard about that.
Lord Jesus. All right. Y'all tripping me. Hold on. Y'all.
No, but they do have every year they have a Sony showcase.
Okay.
So, I mean, they're eventually going to do it.
Sony.
Their E3 was weak. So, I mean, they're going to have to show something. And I'm talking about, like, full-fledged, like, new IP, like, actual games, like, actual game footage of games we've already heard about. We're probably going to talk about God of War as well. I mean, they've every year they have that one big show. So, I mean, if they're not giving that footage to anyone else, I
thought they were going to do a showcase.
They have to have it for themselves.
PlayStation showcase.
September. It's been in September. 2 years ago, it was
I think
first
they
week, and the other one was the second
announced
one.
it though. Am I fucking?
No, they didn't. You would know. No, they didn't know shit. It's all rumor and speculation.
Yeah, we have to wait till they announce it.
They ain't gonna do that in the middle of Gamescom. Piss a lot of people off. Like, ain't nobody care about Gamescom now. PlayStation said something. Nobody care about my game. Because Sony is a bunch of assholes.
The only reason why
wait. Okay, PlayStation Showcase will be announced on Thursday, September 1st. Oh, announced. I'll retreat to correct.
The last 2 years, one was in the first week in September, and the other one was the second. So, if we don't see something by this month, we can start bitching and complaining and bringing up pitchforks.
Bro, I'm so mad, man. Somebody fucking photoshopped that shit.
What happened now?
What happened?
What happened now, bro?
What?
No, you said
it's just people stirring up fake news.
No, fucking.
Sony will say shit when they say shit.
Because they fucking photoshopped it.
Yeah, you'll know 3 days before. Not 2 weeks.
The internet, bro.
I know, but they photoshopped it, man. Son of a bitch. So I guess the avid fanboys were just like, shit, they gotta announce something. Please, Jesus. I pray to you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ.
We get state of plays all years, and the Xbox guys are the ones saying this. And if fucking a showcase comes out and PlayStation shit like that, I'm never watching it again. I'm fucking getting a Nintendo.
Right,
yeah, but I think that we deserve to see a legitimate showcase because they haven't really shown us much.
No, I know, but I'm saying if that was their fucking showcase, I'm fucking done with their ass.
Yeah. I don't think Sony would fumble the bag that.
Exactly. Everyone's like, they gotta show something. Yeah. They gotta show something. How about they show when they got it? Because if they show me that shit, you're better off showing me nothing. Because you're gonna real piss me off. Yeah. Waste my fucking time.
A lot of new IP. And we've got to remember, this is Sony's second year, right? So, I mean, it's almost Sony's second year. So the thing is that, like, the year's up in November. But the thing is that you know, they've got a lot of games in the pipeline, and usually Sony's best years are after third year and beyond. 30 years.
Yeah,
and beyond.
next year is going to be a lot, held up a lot with
Yeah.
big AAA or big third-party titles.
Exactly.
And in 2024, we'll have a lot of. We'll probably have 3 or 4.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll probably only have 1 or 2,
Remember-
but we'll have
Exactly.
Forspoken and probably Lost Suicide and.
Mhm. And look at the how
Final Fantasy
Sony
16
did with the PS4. The PS4 hit its peak for quality games in 4 to 5 years after the system launched.
Yeah, this is a little different though because they know the architecture is a lot different. Like
It's not even that. So it's how Sony's development cycle works. It's always the first 2 years are always questionable.
I know, but they don't.
It's always
changing from x86.
Hold on. Let me let East speak on this. What's going on, East?
What's good, man? What's up?
Sound depressed, man. You down bad about that
No, he's not. Man,
Sure?
I just
always,
hear it all
Aldi's
this
always
drama,
chill.
bro. I
Aldi's
like
always
these
chill.
gaming spaces because it's real shit. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like you depressed about you're depressed.
Nah, I'm just
my
at
God.
work.
You're like,
I'm at work.
come
What's up?
on, man. You're like, come on. Why you had me?
Leave the young.
You was
buck
you was
alone.
doing
Leave the
so
young
well,
buck.
What's up,
man.
man?
Sony,
Let this
please.
man
bro?
live.
What's
Let
good,
this-
man?
Let this man live.
Yo, you sound like, because I know he a fan. He a fanboy. You like, come on, Sony. Why you got you? You like, why
Hey,
you
he's a
making?
young
I'm not a
buck, man.
fan,
Hey,
bro.
Yo, you like, why you?
He's a young
You're
buck,
like,
man.
Sony. Why
Let
you
him
make
do
me
his
look
thing,
bad, man? I got here all these Xbox. Talk about your
I gotta come here
increase.
and defend Sony, bro. I gotta defend Sony.
Yeah, what we were talking about is like how stupid people are in general. Like, for starters, Microsoft has already increased their price in India and some other places, so no one mentioned that. And then someone, because the news media likes the drama too, they were like, "Oh, we asked Nintendo if they were going to raise their prices, and they said no." Like, Nintendo hasn't even dropped their fucking price for 5 years. Like, that's number one.
Nintendo
Exactly.
making fucking $80 a profit on each fucking
Like, they don't even
unit.
they ain't even bother. Like, they're not going to do it. They're not going to raise their prices.
They will if they start slow down in sales, but they fucking haven't. So why would
And
they?
I can understand why Nintendo's not making.
It could cost them $20
Can I
to make.
speak?
and
Damn
they
it! You
sell
be
for
trying
$300.
people clean the fuck off.
Hey, he's making good sense, man. Why are you gonna help, man?
Yeah,
Hey, he was just. Hey, Nelson was on a good stride, man. Hold on.
Hey,
One
one
he
at a
always
time,
fucking
guys.
me up, man.
I be talking, you be like, and then. I'm like, damn.
Yo, illicit doesn't play that shit, bro. Just
Yeah, I know. Alyssa's got the boundaries,
funny, bro.
He's
He
like,
be,
let me
he
talk,
be
man.
speaking facts, though.
No.
He don't take breaths.
Just the fuck I do. No. Nelson be on point too, but he be excited about it. He be like, please. I'm like, damn, shit. Relax. No, but no, Nintendo ain't gonna do that shit, and Nintendo, I can see why they're not gonna release their fucking next Switch. They already know that their next Switch ain't gonna sell like this. It's not gonna sell like this. I'm positive.
We don't know.
No,
that.
it might, but they have
Dude,
to have it at a
remember-
price. Like if they sold a handheld, everyone talks about the power. If you have 3 kids and that fucker's $450, they're done. They're done. No one's gonna buy that shit.
Well, we all know that Nintendo don't.
Hold on a second. And to add to that, I mean, you got to remember, I understand that there's a certain breakdown that they have of how many people actually use the Switch handheld versus docked, but the primary base of this platform is literally the handheld audience. So, I mean, this is going to carry over from Japan to any emerging market where mobile is taking over and haven't completely jumped ship over to cell phone games. So Nintendo is literally holding the hardcore market down for the handheld devices. And they've been this way, and they literally stated that out in the market when Reggie Fils-Aimé was still president of Nintendo. He was saying that we won't jump ship to cell phones because of the fact that we have a very strong hold on that market, essentially. So, I mean, if it carried over from the DS and grew with the Switch, I mean, there's nothing stopping them from making another Switch too. I mean, they struck oil. If
They did, because
then
another
that's on them.
a regular console would fail miserably again.
Exactly.
Because everyone buys a Switch because almost everyone has a second alternative device, and ain't nobody buying their premium shit on no goddamn Switch, unless it's like $4.
Yep.
And if you got 5 kids, you got buy 5 Switches. You ain't buying no fucking 5 PlayStations and 5 TVs.
And two, Japan is primarily a mobile market at this point.
Well, I mean,
yeah, they spend a lot of time on trains and shit too.
I mean,
exactly. They don't have time to go home and sit and game all the time.
They ain't got room for a goddamn TV anyhow.
Bro, here's the problem with Japan, though. This is gonna be outside the realm of gaming, but that society has a big problem with escapism, and the whole society in itself is a society of lack of interaction amongst each other, right? That's why Japan has some of the highest suicide rates in the world. You know, it's a very people really enjoy their space a little bit too much in Japan, and gaming. That's why handheld gaming is so big, because on the trains and shit, bro, they don't want to talk to anyone. They just want to be like outside or just not there. You know, that's why they love gaming.
Yeah, because
it's kind of sad, bro. It's
you work 10 hours a day and you spend 4 hours on a train. I mean, that's your afternoon. That's your afternoon right there is the fucking train.
Japan, they're not even trying to have like sex with women no more, bro. Have you seen the birth rates, bro? They're like.
Does anyone know? Does anybody know why that is?
It's because Japanese men, bro, they don't want to like. I'm not trying to generalize.
Yeah, my bad. I do know.
No, they're not courting. They're not courting anymore.
They're not going out and talking to women anymore. They're just in their bubbles.
Why? Why though?
Multiple factors: video games, the Japanese nature, anime.
The economy. No. The economy is it's very hard for men to settle down and create a family because people are just not making enough.
Fast life in Japan, bro. You don't have time to even like build a home or anything. It's expensive. A third of Japan lives in Tokyo.
If you live in a major city, you live in like a room with 3 people. You got yourself a corner because it's like $13,000 a square foot.
So I don't understand. What does the economy have to do with them not having?
Tokyo is one of the most.
They ain't got no money to go out,
world, bro.
If you want to court,
hold up. Japan has 120 million people, right? 40 million people live in Tokyo, so it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. They don't got time. It's a rat race.
And Japan's 70% mountainous, so they all live in a fucking one little area.
So why don't they have time?
Because they ain't got no damn money.
Actually, I can speak on that. In Japan,
no, but this is
Japan. They have I forgot what the word is, but they have these societal norms where a worker won't leave his company until his boss leaves, right? So they have these like strict. I forgot what it's called. What's the word for it?
It's honor based. Yeah, like, honor based society.
Not honor, but like they have these like societal norms, right? That they have to follow, right? And it's so strict, bro. A guy can't even leave it. He won't leave his work, so he doesn't disrespect his boss until his boss leaves at like 1 a.m. So that's why Japan has one of the lowest productivity rates in the developed world. You know what I'm saying? Because at work, they're at work so long, but they're not doing the most. And then they don't have time to even live their lives, bro. In Japanese culture, they don't even take vacation days out of respect for the company. And in Japanese culture, they stay at one company.
So why is it worse? So why is it worse now than before?
Because of societal roles and societal norms, bro. They're
societal rules are the big norms.
These rules in Japan are big, bro. Like these ethics and stuff. It's big.
But that's not.
It's much harder to move up.
That's not answering my question.
It's much harder to move up the economic ladder.
So they don't have time to basically like go with other women and shit, bro. They're so sucked in, and you know.
Yeah, it's much harder to move up the economic ladder as well.
Well, I thought the women, but I thought the women were submissive.
They probably are compared to.
They are, bro. But
the fact of the matter is, how can you court them if you're always working? And it's probably mostly there's probably a lot of space for a lot of foreigners to come over there because I guess
Man, they don't want that shit. They don't want that shit.
99% Japanese, bro. They don't like foreigners, bro.
Yeah,
it's hard to move there.
No, I'm talking about foreigners like actually like talking to Japanese girls.
They ain't doing it either.
Yeah, they can't, bro.
You sure about that? Okay.
Niggas ain't speaking Japanese.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's a cultural norm or anything because remember, the people that come in are minorities. So whatever interactions are going to be happening are on a much smaller scale compared to the actual homogenous, situation that's going on over there currently. But I'm saying that, like, if actual people from other countries who are more forward come out and they, and they're making their money and they're doing their thing, I don't think they would have that much of a problem, to be honest.
Alyssa, did you get an insight into it?
An insight into what?
Into maybe the reason why Japanese people aren't procreating as much, and it's a much more escapist society than, let's say, America.
Yeah, but we're headed in that direction.
What's going on, Mr. Righteous?
We're literally headed in that direction.
In Japan, they are losing interest in sex, and it is their work culture after World War II. Yeah, but so this has been declining.
Yeah. The birth rates have been
population decline.
It could be because they have a $130 million population in the size of New Jersey.
Why does?
No, but it's not even just that. Like, it's because of the fact that, okay, they have a bunch of older people now, and nobody's having kids and replacing those older people. So the people who are dealing with things economically are looking at what's going to happen in the future, and it could hurt them economically. The actual company, like, the actual output is going to shrink. It's all going to be affected by the fact that they're not having as many kids replacing the people. So this is going to have people question, like, in other first world countries like France and Germany.
I'm about to read it now. In France, I believe
pretty
in
interesting.
In France, I believe they gave a government. I believe they gave a government subsidy to couples that were having children. I believe
that's Denmark. That's Denmark.
They said
no. It's many first world countries that are going through this issue, dude.
Now France has a big.
We already know why we are. So the factors contributing to the declining birth rate in Japan include declining marriage rate and an increase in the average age of those getting married. So they're taking so economic burden, money. It's money. It's taking longer. Taking longer for them to gather up money to take care of the kids.
Listen, also look up the Japanese work culture. Look up the work hours that they work.
I know that to a degree. I know that one to a degree.
Yeah, that's one of the big problems. But like, it's the actual amount of time that they have. They don't. This is what plays into their issues with games. They don't have any time to go home and just enjoy themselves at home. They have to.
Switch is great to pick up for 20 minutes and put down.
That's why the mobile market is so dominant right there.
Give me 1 second. I'll try it.
Such an interesting topic, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty crazy when I found out it was 70% mountainous. I'm like, that little tiny island got 130 million people and you can't live in fucking 70% of it? The fuck they put them all?
Tokyo is one of the flattest areas that's habitable for people. So
I know, that's probably why their apartment buildings go to just below the goddamn moon.
So we got that out the way. I think we got one more topic in here, and I want to ask you guys this before we close out here. What's going on with the sales for Xbox? Apparently, they just sold 13 million. Is that accurate?
According to who?
Basically 13 million is majority Series S, right? So the Series X is like less than 7 million, right?
Oh, VG charts is not always. Yeah, VG charts. I would wait till I hear from a better source, but I mean, we can use that as a ballpark. Yeah.
The majority is Series S, right? So Series X is like less than that, less than half of that. It's crazy.
If you know most Xbox dudes too, if they got a Series X, they have a Series S too.
That's a really small amount of people with the next gen version.
I won't speculate on that because VG charts is a good place to look at. It's just that you have to get your numbers from.
Let's say they have 15 million, right? It's still less than 8 million Series X's, right? Versus 21 million PS5. So
there's
next gen gamers,
there's
the
less than
majority
5
on PlayStation, right?
Well,
so
supposedly it's slowing down.
It's like 2
That's
to
what
1.
I'm saying. It's starting to slow down because remember they had the whole.
Well, yeah, the stores are full.
Well, They started.
Where you gonna put them? The cabinet's only so big.
No, I mean like what they were basically showing. They were basically was like, oh, okay, it's selling S. You know what I mean? And then eventually it started slowing down. If this is true, which VG charts has been accurate pretty as of late. It's
called this a long time ago, man. Everybody, they're gonna slow down because the people who wanted Xboxes are gonna have Xboxes.
Well,
and they're gonna it's gonna slow down from there.
So that's the thing, though. But it's very hard to kind of.
And they're selling two out the gate to a lot of fans.
Well, it's very hard to kind of like see what's really going to happen, because some people, I don't know who it was, but they anticipated. I think it was actually Inner Chico. He was thinking that it was the S's are going to start to increase. And it could put up a fight against the PlayStation 5.
Increase? I can find them used around here for like $175.
Well, either way you
they're fucking everywhere.
Either way you slice it,
like Lucas.
Either way you slice it, man. Like, you know, what do you think is going to happen? You think it's going to put up a fight against the PS5?
I think the Series S is going to be the most in stock pawn shop item of all time.
What about you?
Hold on one second. I was just reading something right here. An article, because Abdi was talking about Europe. According to the UN, 2/3 of countries in Europe have introduced measures to increase fertility rates, from baby boom bonuses to tax incentives to paid parental leave, and with varying degrees of success. Yeah, because this is a big problem facing the UK, because we're going to follow right behind Japan. Japan is the worst version of where the world is going in the first world. So, but not to take it up too far, but yeah.
No, our decline. You're talking about birth rates, right?
Yeah.
Our decline has nothing to do
because they're trying to create a baby boom. They're trying to create a baby boom.
Our decline.
They're trying to turn us all gay.
Wait, what?
Our decline.
Nelson.
Our decline.
Man, don't you watch TV?
Man, come on, Nelson.
They're working on you. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you.
Excuse me. What machine? Jesus Christ, Nelson.
Our reasoning, right, for decline in birth rates has nothing to do with the economy. Nothing to do with the economy. It's the division between men and women that's going to ultimately cause that to happen. It's
also feminism and women waiting till they're 30 or 40 to have kids.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't know. I had no.
That's true. I
had no clue, because that shit's expensive to freeze your eggs. I had no clue that women don't create new eggs. Whatever eggs that they have is set for life. So every time they have their monthly, like that's one egg out of the thing that is set for life. So that's why they freeze out. I thought the body just stops making them, but like no, it creates them all.
Yeah, they're supposed to have.
Oh, I didn't know it was based on the period. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Like that's the thing. People are having kids. Like people are not settling down and having kids young anymore.
Well, here's the thing.
Again,
that's because people still in their mom's basement at 40.
No, it's not even that, bro. This is exactly why I said the actual training that millennials were given from the generation, and I'm not even going to blame Gen X for this. It was the boomers who started this. The boomers were the ones who created that conservative system, that not conservative system, but more open system, which essentially sends everybody to work, and slows down birth rate, premarital sex and things like that, and pregnancies.
No,
and
you
like
see.
No, there's nothing.
Now the cost of shit slows that down. You used to be able to live off of one income.
Dang, Nelson, relax.
Now you lucky if you can
relax, Nelson. Jesus.
I have a boy.
No, but hold on a second. But the fact that it's not that that's a bad thing. That was actually a good thing. But the problem is that when they got everybody to focus so much on working, it made it very hard for people to focus on family.
Stop! I gotta stop. I gotta stop you, stage block. Gotta stop you.
Yeah.
That's not what's going on. It's part of what's going on, but this is by choice. That's the difference. See, in Japan, they're working their asses off and they just don't have enough time. What's going on here is women are choosing to not. They're choosing to be like men. They're choosing.
No, we're
Can I finish, please? Can I finish?
Okay.
God, I'm so fucking tired of being cut off. They are choosing to work. They are choosing to not settle down. And they are choosing to avoid biology. This is strictly on the women's side of things because they are doing the most evolving. Men pretty much are the same. We still want the same things that we want, and we still want to be providers as well. But society won't let us be men. They're letting women be men, and women are making themselves the man that they always wanted. That's what's happening here. You're looking at it too deeply with this economic shit, and it's not. This is by choice. They could easily find a guy and then let their powers combine and create a nuclear family. They don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit
of
family.
So you're saying people are more responsible now?
No,
it's multiple.
They're not having kids before they can.
Thing. It's not just one thing, but that could be part of it.
What do you mean that could be? It is. It's not. You can't sit there and just play devil's advocate all the time.
Disregard the No, it's not about. It's not about playing devil's advocate.
You're not going to get anything done if you're not going to take a hard stance on something, man.
No, I understand that, but who was the one who set the parameters to make everybody go to work as hard as they did? It was the boomers. They were the ones.
No, it was the people before the boomers, bro. That was like the
oldest. Dude.
The boomers were born in the 40s, right? It was the niggas in the 40s who were the presidents at the time, right?
Yeah, but who do you think?
The white
Dude, it was the recession during Jimmy Carter's stint.
It was like Franklin Delano, right? That guy, he was the president. So he's not a boomer. He's like the generation before that.
Exactly.
Before they started naming generations and shit.
Yeah, but remember, they had all those children during the war.
But those people weren't the ones making the laws.
That's the generation that grew.
In World War II, women were forced into the workplace, right? That's the people in charge at that time.
Exactly. And
so that's not a boomer, bro. That's a before a boomer.
Hold on, Stage. Why are you so fixated on this economy component?
Because of the fact that that's one of the things that helped to generationally.
You really, I'm sorry.
This whole agenda. Yep, it's one of the reasons. We're going to follow Japan. This is why everybody's looking at Japan. The entire first world.
Their culture is totally different than ours.
Their work culture is a little different than ours.
It's not a little bit different, man. Their whole culture is different. They don't act the same way that we act. They're more traditional than we are.
They're more traditional, but yet
stop, man. Okay. The job itself in Japan, company, you literally just got finished saying this shit.
Yes.
These employees are indebted to their employers. Americans don't even operate that way. They barely want to fucking work. What do you mean?
Stage in Japan, Japanese worker they're loyal to their company.
No, I understand.
Right? So
I'm saying the actual
because they feel the sense of duty. Yeah, bro, it's different.
Yes, we operate in an individualist manner versus them operating in a collectivist manner. That's neither here nor there. We already understand that's basic. I'm saying that the actual capitalist function in the first world country, which has brought it to prominence, is one of the reasons why many first world countries are having these same problems. And literally, a lot of them are still going through, as the countries become more powerful and their GDP grows, it seems to be a thing where especially the more educated they're becoming and the more into the workforce people are becoming, the less they are to have children and push them back. And it's happening in all of these first world countries. Bro? Yes.
Are you really going to discount what people are doing in the United States and what people are doing in Japan? Are you really just going to put a blanket over this
I'm
shit and
putting
just
them
be like,
there-
oh,
I'm
it's
putting
just
it in a
because
box
everybody's
here.
working too much. Everybody's working too much. That's why. That's what it is.
Is Japan a capitalist nation?
It doesn't matter what they
No, but is
are,
Japan
right?
a
It doesn't
capitalist
matter
nation?
what they are. They don't function like the United States.
They economically function similarly to the United States?
No,
No,
they don't. No,
Okay.
the answer is no, not at all, no.
So they're not a
No.
mixed economy. So they're not a mixed economy.
No, you're not looking at it the way you're supposed to look at this shit. We've been trying to tell you that the people are different than us.
I understand that their culture.
I worked.
Is different,
Listen. I worked for a
Yes.
bank, and this bank tried to incorporate Canadian practices. We're fucking neighbors, and it didn't work because the people are different.
Could you explain the practices?
I don't really remember it.
You don't.
Stage Japan is 99% homogenous.
They are
understand,
all
but
the
what
same.
the-
No,
that's
he
neither
wants to
here nor there.
he wants to sit there and say that it's all
Yeah, but
because of the
what are
economy
you
and
actually-
everybody is actually working too hard and they don't got time for this shit. A lot of people are in poverty in this fucking country.
I understand that.
They don't even. It's not like that in Japan. I just literally when I first started this show, there's homeless people every fucking where. Go to fucking California. They're laying on the fucking streets.
Philly's
even fucking bad. They don't even want to work. I'm trying to tell you, they don't want to work. They would rather be on the fucking system and have welfare and all this other fucking bullshit.
So are you saying that Japan has no social safety nets?
When did I say anything about a fucking social safety net? When did I say this?
Bro, they're the way they are as people, it's just in them to fucking work hard. Like it's ingrained in them.
It's a part of their culture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of our culture
again,
is trying to get out as much shit as possible.
As a country, they culturally behave a certain way, but I'm saying at their economical core, they're capitalists.
No, you can't just look at a country and say that, oh, there's the same thing. Canada and the United States
I'm not
work
saying
similarly.
same thing. There's
Stop,
nuance
please
to it.
stop,
Stage,
please
Mexico.
stop. Canada and the U.S. are very similar, but the people, the thing that makes their economy move are different.
Yes. Culture.
It just can't be the same. You can have
Yes, our
all these
culture is
different.
different.
You can have all these
culture,
different
our
rule
priorities.
sets.
Yeah.
You can have all these different. You can have the same rule set, right? Okay, for instance, all right, cool. A restaurant. Let's look at restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Burger King. No, excuse me. Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. They have the same fucking rules. They have to abide by the fucking labor guidelines. They have to abide by the fucking safety guidelines and everything else. But the whole fucking experience is completely fucking different.
Of course. That goes with any other nation.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You can't just sit there and blanket that shit. Even though the laws are very similar, the people that make that shit work are different.
Of course.
The societal norms are
with
different,
globalization,
bro.
And then look, it's going.
culture.
I'm not having this conversation because it's going in one ear and out the other. You refuse to look at it in any other way but your way. I'm literally saying you're saying that's one component.
Globalization, correct? And the fact that
Wait. Let me give you an example.
He doesn't want to know about the different. He doesn't want to know about it. He wants to be fixated on. Oh, it's the economy that did it. The boomers did it to us. No, we did it. We're grown people.
Stage. Have you heard of the North American Free Trade Agreement?
Of course, the NAFTA.
It basically means Canada, U.S., and Mexico have the same economic principles. Mexico has a much higher birth rate than the U.S.
Okay.
Why? Because it's a different society,
and
bro. They focus on family
society,
in Mexico.
much more.
They don't have as much internet.
They stay with the women work in
also,
Mexico. The family is still
that's
important,
a majorly Catholic.
It's not the same as Japan. Japan has a whole different societal structure.
But that's a majorly Catholic country, correct, as well?
So you're saying the society is different, right? That's the point Alyssa was trying to make, that the society is different,
yes,
and they have different cultural values that
culturally.
influence
But
the
I was
whole
never arguing
circumstance.
culture.
That's what you're trying to say. They could be in the same economic structure.
No,
but
you're saying that because of the economic structure, you're saying that the same thing is going to happen to us that it is Japan, and that Japan is the future of the United States. You fucking just said that.
Dude.
You just said it.
Dude, we have to watch other first world countries and how they move.
No, we're not going by that. We're going to put that shit on the neck of that. What you just said.
We ain't nothing like them.
You literally just said that we are heading to Japan. And that's where this all shit started. That's where all this started. Because you're saying that we're heading to Japan in terms of the collapse of what's going on. And I just told you, yes, collapse. Yes, collapse. Yes, collapse. But the birth rates, and that's what spun this whole thing. You're saying that the economy and the lack there is, or the poorness of it, is the reason why the birth rates are causing it. Is the reason why the birth rates are decreasing?
Birth rates, yes.
Right, and I'm saying it's not. And for some reason, you won't get it. You're not getting it. It's not because of that.
Okay, then what is it? It's because
I
women
literally told you. I said by choice. People don't want to work.
So, okay. Do you actually have the economical numbers of the amount of people who are not?
You look for it. You look for it. You look for it.
So
you're an adult. You live in
no, but how are you?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You live in the United States. You see what's going on right now. You do it.
Well, you're putting the.
I don't gotta explain
I've trained 5 different people that went to the bathroom and left in their first week. One guy didn't even make it to lunch. He probably had enough to get himself a dime bag, and he was good for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you not even make it to lunch? I ain't made you do nothing yet.
You're like, oh, because everybody's so stressed out. You got a fucking crazy ass fucking safety net where you can sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, they go back to mom's house. They just won't give her money
They literally go back to their fucking mom's house, or better yet, they can sit there and lay it with 3, 4, 5 fucking men and have 5 different fucking kids and stay the fuck home with Section 8 and all sorts of crazy shit. They don't want to fucking work. They don't want to work. I don't understand. Like, I know you have this. You cannot be in a bubble where you can't see this. There's no way you can't be.
Hold on 1 second. Total people unemployed in the United States, 5.7 million. Unemployment rate, 3.5, which is relatively right here on the scale. Our highest was unemployment rate was spiked in 2020.
Hey, unemployment rate only counts people that can collect unemployment, right? If you ain't doing shit, you don't count.
Yeah, that's why it's not accurate. It's not accurate.
So, yeah, but you
add another about 35 million, 40 million to that. Easy.
Hold on a second. You made a point, and you're putting the burden of proof on me. I'm looking for it at this time. Bureau of Labor.
I don't know why you're looking for it when you can clearly see it.
Yeah, you don't qualify for unemployment when you don't do shit.
Me to look for it.
No, I'm saying I don't know why. No, I'm not saying to not look for it. I say I don't know why you have to look for it when you live here. Do we act like Japanese people? Do we act like the Japanese?
I'm not saying our culture.
Do we have safety? Do we have safety nets outside of the fucking building so we won't commit suicide? Is that really what's going on here?
That's hyperbole, dude. Come on.
No, it's not. It's over there. They jump out the fucking
big thing in Japan.
They jump out the fucking window.
Their work culture is different, but I'm saying they are a mixed economy just like us.
Okay, what does that have to do? What does that have anything?
Are you listening, Abby? Are you even listening? Abby,
what is that? Hold on, wait. What does that even mean? They have mixed cultures, and what does that mean?
Yeah, but I'm saying that they're
no. Can you please just answer that question?
They have a mixed culture. What are you talking about?
You just said they have a mixed culture. You just whatever. What did you just say?
I said no. That's not what I said. This is what I said. I said they have a mixed economy.
Mixed economy. Okay, so what? So and what?
All of most of these first world countries, from Japan to Europe to the U.S., share a capitalist society with a mixture of social welfare.
And that means what? Okay. Dumb that shit down to me so I can understand how this is applicable to this conversation.
Essentially,
Stage, hold up. Yeah. Why does Japan have a higher suicide rate than us?
No, let them finish. Let them finish.
But because of their isolated work culture. And you just said correctly that their society is essentially, as far as work is concerned, are almost completely isolated because of how they function over there. And I'm saying that is a situation that could make things worse, yes. But post-pandemic, we already saw what a similar type of world could be like in this country, with people staying inside, not working, or when they're actually going to work, they're coming back home.
Please consolidate what you're saying. How does that apply to people not having sex and not making families? Just answer that question.
I mean, that's a big problem over there. They can't even have fun.
Are you still? Why can't you just directly answer the question? I don't understand this.
One of the things I heard was that men aren't approaching women because they do not have the foundation to even start a family. And this is they're working very hard. Correct?
Is that what you think? Is that what you think?
Oh my God! Here we go.
Is that what you think? You think that men is not approaching women because they don't have the money to do it? Is that what you really think?
What do you think, dude?
No, it's not about what I think. I'm asking you, do you think that for real?
One of the things that I actually heard.
Are you talking about Japan? Or are you talking about
Japan?
The US?
I'm talking about Japan.
Okay. I can attest for that. Okay, so what about the US?
In the US, there's a much bigger problem that's happening right now. Well, not bigger, because that's pretty bad. And that leads to a very high suicide rate. But at the same time, the US is having its own issues, which culturally are slightly different. I'm saying Japan, as far as isolation is concerned, are much further along than we are. That's all I was saying. Like, we're following behind them to a certain degree.
Because so, and everybody listen, right? Okay, so I'm gonna say this. So Mike Hager said unemployment only accounts for people willing and able to work. People that are not looking for work are not accounted for. It is.
That's what I just said.
I know you did say that. It is a way for the government to spend low unemployment rates for their own reasons. So you can't look at that. This is why I didn't mention it. You should be able to see the shit that's happening. That's number one.
Stop.
Stop.
They're paying $22 an hour to make pizza right now because they can't find nobody to go to work.
You got a lot of shit that you're saying, but nothing. It's said really. So here's the thing, right? Let's say that nothing changes, and we keep on a trajectory. The U.S. Where do you see us at as people?
The U.S.
Yes, the U.S. Yep, the U.S.
I mean, it depends on the state you're in. We're a much more complex society. But
you didn't answer my question. Why can't you ever?
Because
did you go to? Wait, stop. Did you go to school? Did you go to college?
Of course.
Did they teach you to do this?
Yes, they did.
Oh my God.
Like literally, you've been programmed to like not even critically think. That's what's going on.
Haven't you ever been to college? I got kicked out of so many fucking classes. After I proved my point,
I'm not even trying to be an asshole, but like this is what I'm noticing about people that go to college. None of them could ever answer a straight question. When you answer it, because it goes against the programming of that college. You can't critically think because it's like, damn, I spent money on this shit. They beat this shit in my head. I can't think any other fucking way. So instead of me actually critically thinking and formulating something for myself, I just gotta say I don't know. I plead the fifth. You could tell you went to college and finished. because of the way that you speak.
Where are you getting at, though, with what you're saying, though?
Where do you see the U.S. in 20 years from now? Do you see it more like Japan, where people are jumping off the fucking buildings
I'm not talking
and
about
committing suicide for work? I'm talking about why you're saying that we're going.
I'm talking about the
I'm
birth
saying
rate.
the birth. Listen,
Birth
I'm
rate.
saying the birth rate are decreasing for different reasons. That's the conversation.
Yeah,
There
we
are
thought our
totally
birth
different
rate-
reasons.
Our actual country thought that our birth rate was going to rise during the pandemic.
So why are we just so? My
Hold
question
on.
is, 15 minutes ago, I'm going to
Hold on a
go
second.
back to
People
this
thought-
so I
people
can.
thought the birth rate
And
was
then, no,
gonna rise.
wait. Let me. I'll let you do what you want to do after you answer this question that I asked 15 minutes ago. What's causing our birth rate here to decrease?
Dude, I want to know what yours is because you seem to have an answer.
Lord Jesus.
No, I really want to know what yours is because you seem to have the answer.
I already answered you.
So basically, feminism.
Yes.
My God. And you're telling me I have a problem with critical thinking.
This is the conclusion I came up with. Not YouTube.
I give up.
Not YouTube.
There's no point.
Not
There's no
Andrew
point.
Tate.
Okay.
See, this is how millennials that went to college weasel their way out of conversations. They answer questions with questions. So then answer my question. Then answer the question.
Come on, bro. Are you serious?
Answer the question. Answer it,
dude. It's a problem that is
list some
facing.
factors
Dude,
as why
this is
it's
what I
decreasing.
literally just spoke to Abdi about this. This is why I was talking about looking up the actual situation that was happening in Europe, because of the fact that it says that 2/3 of Europe.
This dude is writing a fucking thesis.
Stage. He just Stage. Can you just list like 3 factors?
That's all I'm asking.
Why it's decreasing in the U.S. Just 3 reasons. That's it. Or 2 reasons in the U.S. why it's decreasing.
Birth rate.
That's it.
Our
That's all you're
economy,
asking,
or
bro. It's really simple.
essentially
Just in general, three aspects in any aspect of society: economical, societal, cultural, any reason. Just three reasons. That's it. That's all you're asking for.
Well, okay. You have people holding back on having families, economics. That leads into economics still. People want to get into a certain financial situation before they can actually, create families themselves. I mean, you've got there's so many other things.
There's so much. There's so many things. There's so many things. I just can't name them all. Oh my God, I can't. Even though I went to college for 4 years, I just can't name them all. I can't consolidate anything. It's just a world of possibilities. It's a world of possibilities. It's infinite. I can't answer anything at all. Like, really?
So the answer is to go completely red pill.
No, it has nothing to do with a red pill or a blue pill. You said people. Who are these people? Man or woman? That's the side in the family. That's the delay in the family. Man or woman?
Dude, they're already sick. First of all, they're
man or woman, please, man or woman. What are the statistics? Since you know it, man or woman?
Statistics?
Since you're mentioning about Europe and all this other shit, who's delaying the family? Who is?
Well, women, to a certain degree.
Stage the answer.
That's the fucking answer. I just told you. Women are doing it because they are affected. They're causing this shit to happen.
No,
that's not a red pill statement.
I mean, it's not really for men and women. It's not that easy right now. A lot of people.
Stage men can procreate till they're 80 years old.
Yeah, that's a
women
physical
have a
thing, but economically speaking,
limit,
it's
right?
not easy.
So men can be 80 and
do you know how much it costs
to
raise a child, dude?
That doesn't stop a lot of people from going on well. It doesn't stop a lot of single mothers from saying that they don't need a fucking man. You remember that phrase, right? I don't need a man. Who said that? Women did. I don't need a man. I could just sit there and have these kids and then put this nigga on child support, or better yet,
there's no need. You got 4 paychecks.
There's no need for a man.
I knew this was going to go in this direction.
Cut all that out, right? It has to go to this fucking direction because that is where it is. Even if she don't put them on child support, a lot of women are having kids because they normally want kids, but they don't want to have the responsibility of being in a role. That's just what it is.
They get taken care of. Government.
Why the government is going to do the half? You do your research on feminism before you come at it. Because it's not pro women at all, man. It's not pro women.
Okay. So the point that I was making to Abdi about before was about the as I said before, the UN and the fact that 2/3 of countries in Europe have introduced measures to increase fertility rates. Okay. This is not just a U.S. problem. It's not just a Japanese problem. It's a first world problem in general. They all have plans basically to increase fertility rates, from baby bonuses to tax incentives to paid parental leave, and it's having varying degrees of success.
Right? In Denmark, they're paying people to have kids.
Exactly.
But for example,
within
Denmark, within Denmark, there's a Syrian dude. You know the ISIS, right? You know how many refugees came out of that, right? The refugees within those countries have a higher birth rate than the people who are native to those countries, right? So why is that?
That's
it's not just
economics.
economic
thing. Class 101 in third world countries.
I'm saying people from a different culture within the same society have a higher birth rate. For example, in the United States, there's different groups that have higher birth rates than certain people, right? Why is that? They're in the same country.
There's more education,
so it's not just economical,
religion,
bro.
And there's less education, there's more religion, and there's less.
In the same country, bro. I'm saying they have the same standards.
Wait, which country?
In the United States, we're all in the same society, right? And the same economy. It varies state by state to a limited degree, but different cultures have different birth rates.
Yeah, but
some have more children, some have less, right? Alyssa can attest to this. Different cultures.
Dropping.
For example, black people have more kids than white people.
Wait, hold on. You're talking about by percentage, not actually.
That's the most basic way I can put it, bro. There's Arabs have more kids than white people. Somalis have more kids than white people in the country. So it's not just the.
It's already showing you that it's not an economic thing. It's not a country thing. It's already showing you right there that because the U.S. is a melting pot, is an excellent source to figure out what's going on. Like I said before, women want to work. They want to work. They want to work, and they do not want to settle down. When a guy proposes to a woman, as a matter of fact, there's already statistics on women that want divorces. They don't want to be tied down. They don't want to get in relationships. Look that up.
I'm not.
They don't want it.
Arguing,
they don't. They no. Stop. Because women are literally the cause for the low birth rate. They don't want to fucking have kids. They don't want it. It's not because the world is telling them, oh, you have to fucking work, because they really don't. They don't.
So it's not about the world.
And even if
it's just.
No. I'm saying it's not. I say it's not about the world telling them that they have to work. I'm sorry. It's not about. You got me all fucking crossed up.
Why are you blaming me for that, dude? You said it.
Fucking hell, man! Like I don't understand. Like to me, it's like it's obvious.
I'm not saying
if a woman, there's so many statistics. Women do not want. Stop. Women do not want. They're not attracted to most men. That's number one. They have unrealistic goals and unrealistic expectations for men. Then even if a guy tries to approach them, he is antagonized. He's antagonized. He's automatically a bad guy for approaching a girl. Even in Europe, which is following US actually, you can't even stare at a fucking girl. You can get jail time for that shit. They're trying to pass laws for that shit. So how the fuck is a guy going to do any fucking thing if anything can be considered sexual, and you know what is the thing after that? They're not attracted to you unless you look a specific way. On top of it, they're not healthy either. So even if they did want to have fucking kids, they're not healthy enough to carry the fucking kids. This is all on them. Most guys, specifically black guys, are single and they have fucking kids. I mean, I'm sorry, they have a job. And a woman do not pick them. They either pick a guy where they can be comfortable and controlling that guy, or that guy could be their fucking golden parachute. One or the other. There's no in between. This is women nature, and it's actually because of feminism. They've been led to do this. This is over here. It's not economy based.
It's not economy based. So
No.
women do not pick up men based on their economical status. Okay. So,
Bro, the poorest people have the most
He's
kids.
saying women have higher expectations. For example, if a man is making 60,000, that's not enough anymore. Because most women
Yeah,
have
even though
just
she's got
listen to
3
what I
kids
said,
from
did
3
you?
different
Where they
women.
see
I
every-
literally
they
just
have
said
to have a
that.
guy
I
that's
literally
doing like
just said,
millions.
economical factors play into what women view as men
No,
as
not in a way.
attractive.
He's
Not
saying
in
it's
a way. Not in a way
Cultural?
that you are.
What?
Not in a way. Not in a way that you're saying it.
What?
You're saying it because we all have to work harder. Is the reason why you don't have
If
time
they're
enough to
working
have
harder,
kids.
we've
That's
got
what
to
you're
outwork
saying.
them.
That's what you're
pretty
saying.
much what's
That's
gonna
what you're
end up happening.
saying. But
Yeah.
we're not working harder. That's the fucking point. We're not working harder.
So let's take it from there. They're
We're
saying
worried about fucking crunch over here.
Hold on,
We can't do any more than fucking 38 hours.
Hold on.
Where's the hard work?
Hold on. Hear me out. And this is one of the reasons they're saying. I mean, let's not to throw college under the bus, but they're saying though that men are going to probably fall behind because of the fact women are basically making up 2/3 of college entrance and people probably finishing college to begin with. So a lot of men are opting out of college, and so the fact of the matter is that a good portion of people who get out of college make a certain amount of money to take care of a certain form of life. The actual economists and other people are actually questioning, okay, are men going to go into more trades because of the fact that trades are starting to pay more now? Is that how they're going to fill in the gap as women get more college degrees? We're going to have to see how that goes, because if men do not figure out something quick, they're going to probably it's not going to look too good in the future.
If men don't figure, okay, so here's a couple things that you can get from red pill shit, right? A man could be a plumber, which makes a decent amount of money, and a woman would turn him the fuck down because it's just not a pretty job. She turns him down.
Mm-hmm.
She don't want a relationship with a guy that's a plumber or sanitation or anything else. She doesn't want any of that shit, right? And that's number one, because they're choosing this. I keep telling you that they're doing the choosing. That's number one. Number two, a lot of women that go to college, that's college educated, they're in fucking debt. They're drowning in that shit. Most women are drowning in debt.
People are drowning, which is
they're
why
doing
Biden is
they're doing it to themselves because of the way that they operate. They're so focused on social status. I have this pretty little degree in something pretty, something social, something that's
something useless,
altruistic. You know what I mean? That doesn't do anything that contributes into society and building that society.
I mean,
that's what they do.
I'm hearing you out, but
they are literally getting jobs that don't make them fucking money, and the fucking college system is sucking them fucking dry and coercing them to get these fucking degrees because they play on their fucking emotions and how they want to feel superior over anything else. That's what feminism does.
Okay,
for example, listen. If someone gets a degree in African studies, they're gonna say, "Oh, I have a 4-year degree. I went to get my higher education.
I got my master's in art."
Social status, right? And some people just view it as a tool for social status. So it's not even about what you learned or did you come out more intelligent. It's just a tool at the end of the day, and it's a financial scam nowadays as well. It's like you're paying $50,000 to be in debt for 10 years, like to get what?
Doesn't make any sense.
Like,
this is why guys have. This is why guys dropped out of fucking college. They don't do college anymore. They do trades. They'd rather do some dirty ass fucking job than giving them the fucking money immediately.
Why is that?
What do you mean, why is that?
You're gonna
There's a
come out
reason why.
behind when you leave college, bro. You're gonna
No,
be
no,
in debt.
Because men are logical and they don't want to be in debt.
Hold on a second. No, the thing, dude, we were going to debt long ago, long before that, from actual policies that were made by men to begin with, and then the colleges all preyed upon it. The FAFSA and all the government sponsored programs that were actually created. The fact of the matter is that we're starting to notice that trades are actually paying more because there's less people doing them. And because of the fact that, as I said before, the boomers led us to all get degrees, essentially what happened was overinflated the market and decreased the value of degrees. So what happens now is now that men are falling out of that situation, now the actual other companies, and not the companies, but these private news companies are essentially talking about the fact that the trade jobs are paying up to in the six figures and probably higher. Like not higher, but close to six figures, and enough to give you at least a comfortable life compared to even a college degree job. And these are the things that they failed to tell millennials back then. That's the thing, and that's why there was such a deficit.
I am not going to fucking use that excuse. I'm not doing it. Just because you fell for it doesn't mean that everybody needs to fall for it.
Why do you think
I'm millennial too? I am a millennial too.
Yeah, but
and I heard the same, and I heard the same shit over and over again, and I didn't believe it.
No, but why did I not?
I had the opportunity to go to college, and I didn't because the shit looked fugazi from rip.
That's perfectly fine, but I'm saying that
you're saying that the millennials coerced. The boomers coerced fucking millennials to go to college.
Oh yeah.
Stage, have you also heard of
FOMO? Is that true? Is that true?
Wait,
is that what you're saying?
Hold on. What happened, Abdi?
I'm gonna let you answer Alyssa's question.
No, but FOMO.
Just answer his question first. Okay. I said most people nowadays, it's not even about getting tricked into going to college. It's like a cultural thing where
I never said
I don't want to
miss
out on the college experience. I don't want to miss out on having all this fun with my friends and shit and drinking and shit. It's become. I've known so many people that go to college my age. I'm 23. I know people my age that just go just to drink and turn up, bro. It's become a cultural thing where, I'm gonna have fun. That's it.
I'm gonna do my generals.
Yeah, I understand.
Anymore. They can get a job and get paid right away.
I understand.
They just want to have fun, bro.
But that's not to discount the fact that
go to the fuck around.
Yeah, but that's not to discount the fact that a person with a college degree makes more than the average person.
Which college?
Well, yeah, which one?
Which one? Because I hope you're not lumping everything together like you've been doing tonight. Which college degree are you referring to?
Dude, this is the reason why I was talking to you.
Which college degree? Which college degree are you referring to? That's netting people more money. Because if you're looking at it on average, most women get jobs or they get degrees for jobs that barely pay anything. They want the accolade.
Or their job is irrelevant to their degree.
Men don't typically do that.
Women choose jobs in fields that they want to do. Men choose jobs in fucking areas that are going to pay the fucking bills.
That's statistically proven.
I don't know.
Stage also doctors have
you really do sound like a quintessential. You really sound like a quintessential millennial that want to put blame on everything the fuck else. You don't want to take any accountability for your actions.
I'm not saying
you want to say that somebody else fucking did it.
I'm all about accountability.
Somebody else did it. Somebody else did it. Yep. The boomers did it. The boomers did it.
Don't you think Don't you think the generation that's in power has influence over the next generation?
But you could have made a choice, though.
I understand that we're all individuals. We all have the ability to make a choice. But if you're going to a school that's being run by people who essentially have this type of mindset, they're going to pass that down to the kids, are they not?
Not all the time.
I mean,
no.
But how many parents you see actually talking to their kids in their homes about this stuff? A lot of the places where these kids get this type of information.
There's a lot of parents. You want to know who's brainwashing everybody? It's not the parents, man. It's the school.
I'm not even talking about parents brainwashing. I'm saying, how much time do you think parents are spending with this?
You're saying that the boomers did it, right? Is that what you just?
No.
Is that what
I'm
you said?
saying based on policies.
Who did it? Who put us into this position?
I'm saying it's specifically for millennials.
Who put us? Once again, who did it? Who did it? Who put us in this position?
The
in your opinion,
policies set up to
who did it? Not policy. Who created the policies? Who did it? Who?
Okay, this is going in circles because the thing is, I'm saying this is the reason why.
I just want you to answer who.
Dude, this is why the actual value of the
who did it? Who put us in the predicament?
I would have to go into more reading on that, but the fact of the matter is that
no. You have.
This is the Riddler.
Jesus Christ!
The Riddler.
You don't want to. The need to be right. I can't be wrong.
Answer every question with a question.
Wait, what? Answering every question with a question. What do you mean?
Who put us into this situation?
Stage, he's asking who made the policies that led to the circumstances that we're in today. Can you cite any specific policies? I can't actually talk about any specific.
No, he don't want to. He don't want to. He don't want to commit. He don't want to commit.
Dude,
to the answer. He said it earlier, but I want. You said the answer, but I want to hear it again.
We literally have.
Who did it?
Hold on a second. We literally have government-sponsored grants, Pell grants, things like that. That essentially, college companies have been taking and essentially causing.
Stage. Who did it?
Dude, I can't tell you.
What generation? What generation? You told me earlier. Don't back out of it now. Who did it?
Dude, I was saying the people who were in power at that time were boomers.
No, that's not what you said. You said it was
boomers.
East. Who did he say? Boomers. Why the hell did it take 5 minutes to say boomers?
Because I don't know where you were getting at. You were looking for something specific.
I literally said who, and it's a very specific question.
Me around in a circle.
How did you? I am not leading you anywhere.
Dude, how many times did I say boomers and you were saying, no, it's not boomers. We should blame ourselves.
No, I asked you to verify what you thought. So you said boomers. And my answer to that is I don't think so. This fucking government and school systems did it.
Stage, how are you going to blanket a whole generation? He's asking you for specific
what generation
people.
Was in power?
Who was in charge? Who made the policies? You can't say the generation did it, bro.
I'm not talking
Most
about
people
the
are running the policies,
I'm talking about the generation of people in power.
Who though? Oh my god. Who made the policies?
They don't operate. They don't operate.
He was looking for me to say boomers when I had said it before.
I'm not asking. No, I'm not asking for any specific. I'm gonna tell you right now. The government and these people that make these systems, they don't operate using generations because it's not a generation that's creating that. It's the government that's creating it. You don't call governments different generations because it doesn't fit them. It only fits the society and the citizens. Whoever said fucking. Who's dividing the government into generations? No one does.
It's done. The government's divided by.
For example, when you cite the crime bill, you talk about how Bill Clinton signed that bill, or the war on drugs. You say Reagan started that, right? Or for example, Nixon.
Yeah, but back then Democrats were more conservative.
You say
no, but that's not a generation. What my whole point is,
Democrats were
you don't divide the government by generations.
Today, Democrats
either conservative or Democrat. It's not today. If Republican, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It automatically invalidated what you said.
Dude, have you heard?
Automatically invalidated what you said.
Coming to haunt Biden with all the old things that he said.
Because he's contradicting himself.
Because back then, even Democrats were more conservative than they are now.
What about it?
Because of the fact that the wide net between the actual Democrats goes from basically blue dog Democrat all the all the way, and you have your center.
No,
You have your
man,
center.
you need to go back,
all the way,
bro.
to
You
your
need to
far
go
left.
back to fucking. You need to go back to school with this one. I'm gonna tell you right now. You want to know why people are digging things up? It's not because of the generation, man. It's because this dude is flip flopping his fucking stances on everything. He was all the way against fucking abortions up until when he needed to be pro-abortions.
Why?
It was already in the
literally just
2000s.
told you, it's
That's not
because
not a generation thing.
Because he's been
No, that's not his.
The younger generation is coming in, and most of them are in the far left.
That's the problem with what's going on.
It's not generational. You're just admitting it, right?
No,
okay,
I'm not.
So
I'm saying that what they're doing,
that are actually going into power right now.
This dude took this shit so far away from where the real problem is. It is point blank. There is no other way of explaining this shit. Women do not want to have families. They don't want to settle down. I'll DM you what a chick just told me. Yeah. She doesn't want to settle down. It's not about money. And you're sitting there going off of listen to me, please listen to me. Instead of just talking over people.
I just admitted it. Long ago.
What I'm saying is this: you're saying that we're following Japan. We're not at all. In any capacity.
I talk about the birth rates.
The only thing that is that's trending towards low birth rates. We're not following Japan's culture at all.
I'm not saying we're following their culture.
Of Japan. The culture of Japan is causing their low birth rates. And the culture of ours is causing our low birth rates. And both of our cultures are different.
As well as causing low birth
they're
rates.
They're not one and the same. Just because the outcome is the same. This doesn't mean that the same thing is going on. We're not. You said earlier that we're following Japan in terms of where their fucking economy and shit is. And I told you that's not what you said. That's not what you said.
For example,
that's not what you said. That's not what you said. That's not what you said. This shit is recorded too. That's not what you said earlier.
Saying, economically speaking,
for example,
we're
in Japan,
very
the women.
Don't say it now.
I'm saying, economically speaking, we're all very similar.
Stage, hold up, bro. 1 second. Yeah. Stage, for example, the women in Japan aren't saying, I don't need a man. It's in fact, the men in Japan aren't really going after the women. In America, the guys out here, they be going for the women, but the women are doing the opposite, right? They're saying, I don't need a man. I don't want to be a kid. In fact, there's a new term for some women that they're calling women who give birth. He literally just totally, because we've been talking on this so long, he changed his whole fucking stance on this shit. Now you're saying birth rates. You're saying birth rates. You were saying earlier that we're following Japan in terms of their economics.
No.
Mentioning
I'm saying they're all
the reason. No. Stop. Please stop. You're saying that we're mixed economies there, and it's mixed economies here, and they're the reason why the birth rates are declining, and that's not the fucking reason. It's not the reason. That's the bottom line. That's it. It's not the reason.
Deep in the red pill.
You just took one thing and you just. It's not a red pill. Well, call it whatever you want to call it. Are you married?
No.
You have a girlfriend?
Not right now. I'm working, dude.
Okay, then be quiet then.
Are you married?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Oh, snap. Let's that's what's up.
I don't understand it.
No, all I'm saying is that you're not married. So you already know what it is. I don't know why. See, here's the thing, right? Wait. So please, but let me finish. Let me finish. Because what you ended up doing was you literally took. You're making that red pill terminology, and you're trying to make it derogatory. It's some sort of an insult. Oh, you're really into the red pill now. Oh, you're saying it's feminism. Feminism is literally causing all of this to happen. You can be a woman, have pro rights and everything. Everything's cool with that, right?
Oh, hold on, bro.
But feminism is something.
My headphones are dying. Hold on, let me charge them real quick.
Yeah, feminism is different. than saying that women want rights still. They're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. See what feminism is I want to be superior to men. And I also don't want any accountability. That's what feminism is.
Which wave?
First wave
Exactly.
feminism was
Yeah,
about
you have to differentiate first wave
Second
from
wave
all the
feminism
way to
was
third
about
wave.
work.
Yeah, this is the wave
Third-
that I thought it was already known.
It's third
Yeah,
wave
third
right
wave
now
is
where they
different.
want to be superior and have the CEO
Yeah,
jobs.
yeah. This we're talking about now.
Hold on, let me charge my earbuds.
That's what
Feminism has been different.
it started off as wanting to be kind of like, in the same space, and it's not like that anymore. Not like that
Started
anymore.
off with voting and property, then it became let us work, and then it's not even just work. We just want to be ahead.
Give me all your
and,
shit.
put 'em- Yeah, exactly. Listen, I feel like you have experience with this, man.
It's not about having experience, man. It's just that you see shit over and over and over again. And I've been raised by like six sisters and one mother.
Oh, snap.
And I'm 37 years old, and my oldest sister, is like 54. So she's
Yo,
a Gen
I'm
X.
jealous of my mom's friend. Like, she was married when she was married. She was married to a dude that owned a construction company, and she didn't work, so she get $8,000 of alimony a month. So she ain't never get married, never ever collect.
It's just bottom line. Like, I don't understand how anybody can sit there and be like, "Oh, this is red pill. I don't want to hear no more of this shit." That's the most closed-minded thing I ever heard. I don't want to hear it. Like.
No, I'm saying it's more nuanced than the red pill logic. That's what I'm saying. It's more nuanced.
How much nuance do you want? How much nuance are you referring to?
I'm saying that there's more factors at play.
Yeah, you say there's more factors, and then you don't give any of the factors.
I literally did, and you're saying
the only factor that you have is that it's a mixed economy, and there's nothing to back it up.
No, what you've done is essentially you've essentially brought it down because you don't want to hear about it. As I said, the core focus, and you even admitted it later. This is recorded. You even said, once I said it was feminism that caused a lot of these problems. You were like, yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, in another stance, you're talking about homeless people, and the argument has bounced around so many places, dude.
No, I made two stances. People don't want to work. I said that earlier, did I not? Did I not say that?
Yeah, but the thing is that
there's no but. There's no but.
No. Hold on.
Did I not say that?
How many people don't want to work?
No. I said
we don't
people
know.
don't
Actually,
want.
know the percentage.
How many people? There's a good majority of people that's not
willing
to work.
Willing to work.
What does it matter? What does it matter about this argument? What does it matter about this argument? What does that have anything to do with the argument?
You're making a statement, but you're not giving actual numbers to see how big of a...
Because the numbers are fucking skewed. I can't give you the fucking numbers. All I could do is base
all the places I've worked at, like less than 5% on under 30.
You can't find it. All I can do is show you the results of what's happening.
But I was literally saying...
Can you just listen for a second? Can you listen for a second, please? You can't give me the numbers because they're skewed. I can't give you the numbers because they're skewed. The only thing I could do is give you the results of what's going on. There's many stores that have what do you call it? They have fucking self checkouts because there's no cashiers that want to fucking work anymore. You got a lot of people that have cheated the system during the pandemic. You have a lot of places that increase the hourly wages because nobody's trying to work. You see this
They've
every
lowered
fucking
qualifications to just someone that shows up. Someone that shows up, man. That's all people want now. That's they've lowered. You used to have years of experience. Just show up, please.
I deal with this all the time. I work with the fucking general public, and I hear what they fucking say all the time and what they want. They're entitled bastards.
I've trained 5 people. I've tried to train 5 people in my life, and none of them lasted to the end of the week. They were all younger kids. They'd be like, "I got to go to the bathroom," and then just fucking.
Not only that, but I work closely with fucking the hiring team at my job, and it's so hard to get them to fucking work.
I'm not arguing these anecdotal points, dude.
No, you are arguing them.
No,
Because you're saying, you are arguing them.
Talking about is purely anecdotal.
No, but I'm telling you. So is what I'm saying is anecdotal. But here's the thing, though.
I'm talking about from my experience.
But here's the thing, though. You don't even have anecdotal information. You're just stating things.
What?
You don't even have that.
Dude, hold on a second. First of all, here's the point that you made. You basically said that one of the reasons why they're actually making these checkout counters, these quick checkout counters, is because people don't want to work. No, it's because of the fact that businesses don't want to pay people, and that's one of the biggest problems. And for a business to actually increase their profits, they have to hire less people, and that's why they're in jobs that do not have a middleman in this day and age, that require low effort, are essentially being replaced by machines. And so that's what these companies are doing to save money, to make more money, because right now, as it stands, they are in a position to create that level of capital. So, your supermarket's going to have fast checkout lines. They're going to cut down on the back of the amount of humans that they need, and then they're going to get bigger that way. They're going to
man. You know what everyone always tells me? These younger guys, they'll be like, I want to make more money or whatever. I'm like, that place over there is doing construction. They don't require any experience. $24 an hour. And they're like, nah, I want to work at SA and make that. Just sitting here.
Hold on,
make that.
Have you heard of Andrew Yang?
No.
They want that bank, but they don't want to do shit for it.
Yeah, but Nelson, have you heard of Andrew Yang? Nelson, have you heard of Andrew Yang?
I don't know who the fuck that is. Who is that?
He was running for president. What
about him? What about him? Okay, get to the point. Get to the point.
Okay, he's a businessman, and he was basically saying that the actual economic structure of this country, because of the fact that businesses are focusing so much capital in taking jobs away from people. Yes, they do create a lot of jobs, but they're focusing so much capital money into essentially taking jobs away and replacing them with the machinery, that a certain class section of people are going to be going to need a stipend from the government, which is one of the reasons why he wanted to push that. Even if he was going to lose, he pushed it, and a lot of other people who were running for president were actually agreeing with him, because of the fact that that's what seems to be the issue. And
what president? What president?
Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang.
What president?
Of the United States.
Oh, he's trying to be president?
He ran in the last election.
The fuck? Where was I? What country was this?
I don't know where you were, but I was watching the TV.
Oh, that explains it all. TV programming. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, hold on a second. But on top of that, Elon.
And then he's following fucking.
Hold on.
Politicians.
Hold on.
Lord Jesus.
No, you know what? A lot of these jobs too, these lower paying jobs, they're not supposed to be career jobs. They're supposed to be a way to start jobs, but people don't want to work harder and use that experience to get to better themselves. They just want to fucking sit on a chair and fucking watch TV.
Hold on. Hey,
and check somebody else with them.
Hold up. Let's get back to the Japan point. So
Elon Musk even agreed that there needs to be some form of general UBI the way that the country is going. And you do realize that
Elon, the most liberals and millennials don't like that motherfucker, right? You realize that, right?
Yeah, but he agreed.
You realize that most millennials don't even. Most millennials expect him to just give fucking money away, and he's a horrible person because he has money. You realize that, right?
What are you saying? What are you guys saying?
I'm saying that the very people that you're talking about, oh, well, the boomers did it, or whatever the case is, they have horrible logic that's caused by themselves because they don't have any critical thinking. Even if you did go based off of this guy that you speak of, right? Or Elon Musk, right?
He's a businessman.
He's a bit. That's what they said about. That's what they said about Trump. And look what happened with him.
No. Trump
Trump, by the way, so your policies won't even get back.
No. Andrew Yang actually had a business, and he actually has plans to.
So did Trump.
Andrew Yang's a fraud. Really.
His major plan was to build a wall, and essentially to his policies were furthering no different.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're thinking that he's a businessman. That's the reason that's his qualification. And you're misinformed.
You were discounting people on the fact that they were politicians first, and I said
they are shitty, all of them.
So
all of them. The reason why. No. What we should have done. No, we are. Listen. We are too far fucking going. That's the point. Because they have too many people, including yourself, that can't critically think, man.
What are you talking? Why are you attacking people's ability to think when I'm literally?
Because I'm literally looking at it,
dude.
You're mentioning people.
Nobody thinks for themselves no more.
That are politicians, man.
No.
You should know as a full adult that this government is fugazi as shit. You should already know. Most of these motherfuckers are making shit up just to get your vote. And they want the vote because they have other things packaged in these fucking what do you call it? These laws and shit like that benefit them. The reason why can you
and their families, they get their family members get paid.
Don't you realize that, like, for instance, Obama is 30 times richer than he was before he ran fucking president. How did that happen?
I know it's not because of, dude.
Yo, Hunter Biden don't know shit about oil, and he's in charge of oil over in fucking Ukraine or whatever European country, and he just smokes crack all day.
Stage, you know Biden said he was going to legalize marijuana, but he can do that with a stroke of a pen, but he didn't, bro. So he's a liar, bro. All of them are. I don't like Trump or Biden, so I don't like Obama either.
Hold on.
Or Bush, not all of them are bad.
Abdi, we're talking about the United States, okay? The fact of the
matter is, Biden's the president of the United States. He made a promise, and he literally could do it right now,
do you understand how
the
United States works, Abdi?
I understand nothing's going to get passed, bro. The way our government works, laws universal basic income, it won't get passed.
No, hold on a second. We have, liberals in the United States are fine with broad stroke to some rulings to
sound like you
to start. But Republicans, conservatives tend not to like broad stroke rulings unless it's in their favor for whatever thing that they like. Everybody has their own bias.
My guy, you really think that this is about Republican versus Democrat?
No, but he's.
Do you really think this is? No, I'm asking you. Do you think it is? Because you keep mentioning that like there's some distinction between the two.
Breaking down the basic function. Of
Here's what he says. He won't answer the question. That's what he does. No, you didn't answer it. No, I asked you. Do you think? I asked you. Do you have a? Do you know? I asked you. Do you think that there's a distinction between? I asked you. Do you think that there's a distinction between Republicans and Democrats?
Yes, there is a distinction.
And what is it?
The fact of the matter is that the Democrats.
Here we go. He's gonna give me a whole fucking thesis.
Stage. They both vote for war. They vote for the budget all the time. It's the same.
Dude, you're basically saying what politicians do.
They are.
They vote 90% of the time on the same shit, bro.
So there's no room for nuance in this. This is all they're all just out to get us.
Yes,
it's theater when they argue in public. It's just theater for cameras, bro. Behind the scenes, they agree on 90%.
Oh my god!
Look, this is a typical liberal that can't argue, but they'll snicker and laugh about shit, but don't have anything to back it up. Oh, I can't believe that. How about this? How about this? Here. How about this? No, because you have what politicians say to back it up, which means nothing to me. How about this, right?
Okay, so what do we talk about?
Can I finish? Jesus fuck. If you want to talk about how different they are, both of these motherfuckers passed that vaccine. Both of them did. They literally changed. They say the same thing. The meaning of it is the same, but they say it differently. Now we're
heading into vaccines. Okay, here we go.
No, we're not heading into vaccines. We're talking about the policy of the vaccine.
I'm going to be blamed for this at some point. Just wait.
No, I'm just saying this.
Okay.
Before Biden went into office, the vaccine was bad, right? The second he went into office, it was great. Both of them wanted the vaccine.
Nah, if you work for the government, it's law now, bitch.
No, we're not talking about any other thing other than how I was positioned. It was negative when it was Republican, and then as soon as it became Democratic, it was instantly fucking positive.
I think you're stating
both of them were all pro-vaccine.
No.
Yes. No. Yes, they were. who passed it. All of
Yes.
the shit that was about the vaccine. What are you talking about? I can giggle all day too.
How do you think the COVID?
Bro,
got
they were
into the
telling you
White
not to take the damn vaccine when Trump was in. Shit was all over the news.
No, but oh my god, because they didn't trust Trump. It's not because they don't trust the CDC.
It's
Well,
a
did he make
fucking
a
one
drug?
company. Trump
It's the
didn't
same
make
shit.
the shit. It's the same fucking shit in contract.
They were going up against the CDC. It's because of the fact that things were not actually finalized.
I'm gonna tell you, they had the same 3 people making the fucking vaccines. The CDC said whatever they said for whatever fucking reason, but the point is, it was the same fucking pharmaceutical companies that made these fucking vaccines.
Yes.
And the same laws, it was pushed by the fucking Trump and whatever administration that he had, right? Because they wanted to do that shit. And as a matter of fact, there was a lot of gun laws that Trump put into place that wasn't intrinsically fucking Republican either. There's many fucking ways. They just positioned it differently to give the illusion of choice.
Yes, the Democrats stood behind the CDC. They were waiting for the actual scientists to finish their findings.
And the outcome is the fucking same. And the outcome was this. It's not regulated. Still,
You ain't gonna know long-term results for another fucking 10 years.
it's still not regulated. It's recommended.
Stage, do you actually think Democrats are different from Republicans, and do you think that they want to make things better or what?
It has both
of them. They want. I had to cut you off. I'm sorry. Both of them want. What do you call it? Because I'm the host. That's why. Both of them wants.
That shit got made mandatory because most of them have fucking.
No. I'm not talking about vaccines. I don't want to get in that conversation, but both of them want money. That's the end result. Both of them want fucking money.
Well, yeah, there were people.
That's what drives all of this shit.
Yeah,
the reason why Biden swung towards a pro-life or pro-choice and all the other shit is because it gets him the votes. And it gets him the fucking money that he's looking for with these bills and all this other shit that comes with it. It's not because of generations. And there is nuanced shit to it, like the programming that the schools do to the fucking kids.
No, but
you want to know who's raised? You want to know who's. Listen for a second, my God.
No, you're going on a rant.
No, I'm not going on a rant. I'm very focused on what the fuck I'm talking about.
How did we get into the vaccine?
No, the vaccine was only due to the fact that both of them wanted the vaccine. They positioned it differently. And you're saying that there's some sort of difference in between the two, other than their message. The message is the only thing that's fucking different. But the results are the same. That's how we got to the vaccine. I just want the proof. It doesn't matter. As soon as he came into office, he started mandating this shit. It didn't take time. It wasn't months. As soon as he came into office, he instantly was like, you have to fucking do it. In the total of 2 fucking months, it was mandatory. What is 2 months going to do? That's number 1. Number 2?
If you work for the government, they'll fire you and take your pension and everything you have.
I spoke to so many fucking people personally.
My mom's in court about it right now too.
And Jeremy fucking sent these fucking documents, and so it's not even anecdotal at this point. I have a sister; she's telling me what's fucking going on. It ain't anecdotal at this point.
Yeah, they fired 800 workers.
The fucking airlines they were firing people because they didn't want to take the fucking vaccine. And something that's not even fucking, it's recommended, not fucking demanded. But the point is, no, a lot of people didn't. But the point is,
I do though.
The point is, right? Here's the issue, and I'll say this shit and shut this the fuck down, man, because I'm over it. The point of all of this, right?
Yes.
Is that the people who raise your kids are not boomers. It's not the parents, man. It's the system. The system is slowly getting people to act a certain way. That includes feminists.
And which generation pushed that? The hardest.
It has always been pushed since the creation of this. It's civilization.
So you're saying the waves of feminism was not generationally influenced?
You have a plan, right? And it takes time for you to get from one place to another.
Of course,
just like Jim Ryan, he has a plan to release these games day and date, but he can't just immediately. But he can't immediately do day and date. He has the plan. The plan was always there. It's not a generation. It just takes time for it to get from one place to another. Again, when it comes to this,
yeah, I was trying to charge it as quickly as possible.
The bottom line is this, man. The system has your kids more than you have your own fucking kids awake. They've been pumping this shit in my school for the longest, right? They got rid of you feeling like, right, that there's superiority. They made everybody feel equal. That's not a generational thing.
So you're okay? They changed it from another thing. And that's not generational. Okay, gotcha.
It's not generational. It's happening. It's happening in stages, which you can consider generational.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
But it's not generational. It's not that there's this new boom of people that just thinking differently. This has been ongoing for a very long fucking time. You have to get people to think a certain way, and you need to ask the question: who is making that shit?
Is done, you get a new batch.
No, it's not about a batch. It's about getting people to be on the same page.
I know. Come into prominence. Eventually, when they become older, they eventually have a certain set mindset.
That's what's going on. The ultimate goal is to unite the world into one. And the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to unite the world with a singular ruler.
Oh my God, they're illicit.
Stage, you know the West openly talks about expanding their ways to the entire world, right?
Yeah, so it's China.
The United States, no, the Chinese, they don't want to take over and expand their ideology to other countries. They just want to grow economically.
And buy land in other countries.
No. The
Western civilization has been spreading like wildfire, even in India, and that's not normal for it to be like that.
India is going to become the next world not.
Is that not fucking spreading? Is that not spreading or what?
Well, globalization.
What do you think the ultimate goal is? Why are you laughing at the situation? This is not just about the United States. This is about moving this particular ideology, all of it, to make everybody feel like they have the same.
First world countries are behaving a certain way. They're not all the same. They're all different. Blah blah. Okay, fine.
That still can be true.
Let's talk about how they're all the same now. How they're all becoming similar.
They're not all the same, but
they're not all the same.
United States. The United States is the world leader right now.
But they're not all the same though. That both are true. They're moving to trying to make everything the same, but they're not the same currently. It's still true.
We're
regardless of how you slice this shit.
Closer together, correct?
What do you say?
What you're saying, in short, is that globalization is causing us to come closer together.
No, I said no. It's not. It's
dude.
Can I answer your fucking question? Can I answer your question? That's the ultimate goal of make everything one, but it's not happening.
At least not in Europe with Brexit.
They want everything to be the same. That's why they keep tearing down these walls. Make men and women feel the same. They make fucking every race feel the same. You can be whatever the fuck you want. They're trying to tear. Nobody is second place anymore. Everybody is the same. Everybody has equal opportunity. It sounds great on paper, but that's not how the fucking world works.
Don't forget Game Pass.
You can't be equal. You cannot be equal.
Mm-hmm.
There is no fucking equality. You can't make it equal anywhere because nobody's fucking equal. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. But like I said before, the end game here...
Some are more valuable than others.
...is either... You're going to be strong in one spot than others. and everybody has their own fine tuning. But what's going on is that you have to get people on the same page to make everybody to either dumb them down. People are stupider than ever. There are people that are in college that don't even know what a country is. They don't even know how many states we have.
What?
They can't boil fucking water, dude.
They can't boil.
Okay,
And
I'll
literally,
agree with. I'll agree
and
with
literally,
the-
and literally, you want to know?
I'll agree with the lack of home
there's a-
economics.
There's a
I'll
no,
agree with
but
the lack of
there's a dumbing down that's happening. That's the only way that you can get everybody to be on the same fucking page. They want everybody to feel like they're dumbed down where that's not the truth. Some people are going to be smarter than others. That's just what it's going to be.
Okay.
It's like he's flabbergasted about this. Like what?
No, but I'm saying like, if they're being dumbed down, how are they still finding jobs though?
What?
What?
Stage. He's just talking about how ideologically the West they want to pursue.
How are they still?
liberalism for the entire globe.
Wait. How are they still finding jobs? What do you mean by that? Could you break that down for me, please?
A lot of people who are the highest paid in society still have college degrees.
Those college degrees mean nothing because these people are still stupid as fuck.
So what?
I just told you on college campuses, they are getting degrees and don't know how many fucking states there are, let alone who's the fucking president. Past fucking 5. Going back 5 presidents. They can't even list fucking the most recent fucking presidents.
Do you have any evidence of this?
Stage college doesn't.
Yes, it's on YouTube. Search for that shit. Dumb fucking zennials. Type that up.
Oh my god.
Do I have any evidence of this shit? Like you're like out of touch.
Josh, check your phone. That's my local school.
You didn't send anything to me.
To your phone, I did.
Oh, okay, it's late.
Your DMs are off. I think.
No, it just was late. So yeah, these people are idiots. They're idiots. Just because they can find a job,
dude.
They just because I will in a second. Just because people can find jobs don't mean that they're fucking intelligent. You got fucking rappers that do fucking they're millionaires too. You got fucking OnlyFans members. They don't fucking have a college degree and found the fucking job, make millions. That's not a litmus test for intelligence.
I never said that.
You're saying how are they finding jobs? And you equated that shit because when I said they were stupid, you were like, "Well, if they're so dumb, why don't they find jobs?"
What is the chance in a million that a person's going to become a wealthy rapper?
As long as you That's an
exception. That is an extreme exception.
As long as you follow instruction, then you can get the job. That's what schools are for. When you do IQ tests and things like that, it's all instruction based. If you're not going against the grain, then everybody's going to be for you, or the system's going to be for you. When you start going against the grain, that's when there's an issue. That's what they say is not normal. So basically, what these degrees mean is how well can you follow instructions. Now,
you just agree with
how
it.
Well, you how often do you agree?
Well,
my buddy failed economics because he went against his essay was a different opinion than his professors.
This policy bans not only staff but students as well.
It's opinion based
for personal bias. Okay, so what is this? Okay. He's spoken on opposition to policy. As written, we would have to remove students for wearing anything religious, such as vacation Bible study shirts.
May I see that?
Pro-secondary amendment, Vikings versus Packers, anything pro-Trump. This is how you craft a society, by doing what they're doing in terms of censorship and shit like that. So now, even if you are smart,
well, you're only censored if you want to.
Well, hold on. Even if you are smart, right? You have to fucking abide by society or whatever is creating society. So you have to shut the fuck up or you lose your privileges. And we see cancel culture all the fucking time. You can't say shit
Yeah, I know 2 conservative teachers, and they don't say shit because they know they'll fucking get canned.
they could be fucking smart as shit, and
They've been there for 35 years. But if they said anything objective to anything that was hinted that they had Republican beliefs, they'd be fucking gone.
Listen, Stage.
No, I'm not going to deny that colleges are overly liberal.
That's high school.
But you dumbed that statement down by saying overly liberal. This is not what this is, because the definition of being liberal is to allow freedom of speech and shit like that. This is not liberal anymore. It lost that meaning a long time ago. To be free and liberal, it don't even mean that anymore.
Believe what I believe or you'll pay.
You have to believe what the status quo is, or whoever's creating these status quos.
Not all of these schools are government. Some of these are private colleges. So I mean, they have their own.
Yeah, not everybody can afford a private school.
But do you understand? But do you understand that? See, that's how I know that you're fucking programmed with this bullshit. Because fucking Mark.
I'm literally asking for the article.
Can I finish?
Can I have the article?
You're gonna have to ask him.
Okay.
I have it. Here's the thing, right? Do you understand, right?
Yes.
That Mark Zuckerberg, he's a private company, right? His Meta company he's CEO of a private company.
Yes.
Right? But guess what happened? The fucking FBI said that you can't say this, and you have to block the fucking Biden laptop shits, leaks and shit like that. So don't give me that bullshit about private companies can do whatever the fuck they want. If the government goes up in your shit and say you can't say that, they're going to jump. There's the argument for private companies means nothing if they can be coerced by the government.
Social media it was supposed to take down stuff that went against the Democratic Party too. I think you've seen that.
And it's still happening. They just said this shit blatantly. That they said that they're going to start fact checking and doing all this other shit for the midterm elections. They just blatantly said that shit. Why do I gotta for an educated person like yourself, right? And somebody that's in the know when it comes to these statistics and data and all the other stuff.
So I'm a liberal, so I get discounted no matter what I say. Remember that.
Are you a liberal?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you really are.
I'm what you would be considered politically center left.
Okay, so we can conclude this conversation.
Okay.
Yo, at the end of the day, Japan's economy is different from the United States. So that's all we're trying to say.
Yeah,
no,
if you weren't putting in them hours, you would die.
Their culture is different. Yes, which I agree. They're both mixed economies, though. In Europe, a lot of the largest countries, thriving countries, are mixed economies. The U.S. is a mixed economy. Canada is a mixed economy. All the first
when you say mixed economy, there are different types of economies. For example, in Japan, they don't have a big. Well, actually, they do have a lot of manual labor in the fishing industry, but it's not the same as the United States, right?
Yes, but it's different kinds. They all have things to offer. The United States no longer does a lot of that manual labor anymore. They ship it off to other countries. They're more focused on intellectual property, entertainment, pretty much the food industries, things like that. We ship that stuff elsewhere. Those people do those things, and that's how their economies are growing due to globalization. We ship that shit elsewhere. So that's one of the reasons why those countries are growing. China's growing because of it.
Why? Okay, so why are they doing it? Why are they making these countries grow? For what reason?
Because of the fact that just like any normal corporation here, they will take somebody who will do more work for less.
Why is it growing? Why are they trying to grow? Why are they trying to grow it? Is what I'm asking.
Grow other nations?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fact that, as you said, they want to help bring other countries out through. They want to help with the globalist effort. Essentially,
the United States does not want to help any country, bro. That's a lie.
No, let them finish. Let them finish. What you say
again? So what? Hold on a second. So you're saying that globalization does not aim to help any country?
No, it doesn't.
No. I get that you don't like globalization, but what is your argument against globalization to help other countries grow?
I mean, Nike
because a company is never trying any kind of company or country, right?
Yeah.
They're not trying to help anybody out. They do it because they get power,
compelled
or
because-
they get power or money or wealth, or
they're
whether.
compelled because they save
But they're
money.
not. But they're not trying to. No, it's not about saving money either.
It's
Ain't
not
no
about
government
saving
helping
money.
nobody without power or
Mm.
wealth either. So
The point
No.
being is they don't have
Some of this
motivation.
some of this is to keep the balance of things. I thought about this a long time ago. I was like,
the
why are we
balance
doing
of
this? And
things.
yeah. So if we were self-sufficient, right, and if the other company didn't need, or the other countries didn't need us, it would probably blow us the fuck up. There's no reason for us to be there. So to keep the peace, they have to do business with them, or give use, or whatever the case is. Now, in terms of globalization, there has always been a small amount of people that controls everything anyway. Call them whatever you want to call them, Illuminati, whatever the fuck it is. It's a small, there's a small number of people that control the world. That's well documented.
Okay. Okay, you're
That
going towards the New World Order, right?
well, that one family I can't remember the family's name. They own
Call
like
whatever you want to.
all the banks in the world. They
Call
have like
whatever
a
you-
quarter of the global fucking
Hold on.
income.
Motherfucker, you need to stop chewing that fucking tobacco, my dude.
What's it called?
You can call it New World Order, whatever the case is. I'm not calling it anything. All I'm calling it, right?
Are you talking about
is
the
that this
Rothschild family?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that there's a small amount of people that rule the world with their wealth. So all I'm saying, is that incorrect?
I'm not denying that there's family that
Is it
influence the world.
incorrect? Is it incorrect? Is
I'm
that a
not
yes or
denying that
no?
there's
Is that a
families
yes
that
or no?
influence-
Is that a yes
No,
or no?
I'm not.
Are
gonna use the
there a
same terminology.
small amount?
I'm
Is
not
that
gonna say that.
Are there a small
Bro,
amount of people
I
that
can't
can?
say. Bro,
Stage,
I'm
there's
just saying,
3
bro,
Americans that own half the wealth in the country, bro. That's it. It's literally ran by.
No,
few
I
people,
understand
bro.
that. I
But
understand.
he
that.
won't.
It's
He
gonna get
won't give.
worse.
He won't give
That's-
it. He won't. This is very interesting. I didn't know that you were left leaning. I had no idea.
I mean, the country.
Huh. I mean, I hear it, but I didn't know that you would like really say it like that. Huh?
What do you mean? I don't have
It's
any
just that-
problem with your. I don't have any problem with your beliefs or anyone else. But
No, I don't have any problem with your beliefs either. It's a very interesting conversation. It really is.
well, I mean, these are the conversations that need to happen.
But the funny thing is, every person that is left leaning always speak like you.
What do you mean?
It's very interesting. We got to talk about that another time.
No, but what do you mean by
Maybe interesting space next time.
We want to talk about that another time. That's too long of a conversation. That's very interesting.
So you're saying that there aren't left-leaning people that believe in the New World Order?
No, I didn't say that at all.
So
didn't
I
say
mean,
that
there's
at all.
left-leaning people that think Joe Biden's actually trying to do good. Like, so
yeah, those people are center-left. The far left don't like Joe Biden.
do you
As I
like Joe
said, there's-
Biden?
Huh?
Do you like Joe Biden?
I mean, he's a one-term president. It doesn't really mean much to me.
But the question that we asked you is, do you like Joe Biden?
I'm indifferent.
You're indifferent. Okay, I get. It means that you don't really.
No, that means that I'm not going to answer because
No,
if I'm wrong
I'm
in the,
literally saying
because if
literally-
if I'm wrong in the future, that means that if I'm wrong, I can always go back to saying that I didn't really care anyway.
no,
See, that's one of the things that liberals do,
no,
or left leaning people do.
no.
They're all. That's the
You're
funny
putting
thing.
words, dude. You're putting. words
I'm
in
not
my mouth.
though. You saying that you're
You
indifferent.
Are, literally.
That's saying that you're indifferent. But typically, when you speak to a left leaning person, right? And this is just something I noticed.
Okay.
When you speak to a left leaning person,
Yes, sir.
they can't ever put the line in the sand anywhere.
No, that's just my personal.
It's always- No,
you'll
but
find
see,
that you said it.
is it
yourself.
really is it really your personality,
No, but
or did
you
the
literally
school
have,
system
dude,
really
you
instill
said
that
no,
into
but you
you?
literally have told me that I tend to play devil's advocate because I tend to see both sides.
No, I didn't say. I never said that. I said you like to play devil's advocate. That's all I said. I didn't say that.
But
That
what
last
was I
bit.
doing at that time? I tend to actually say, okay, I'm able to see the nuance in the situation and say, okay, I agree with me. I can maybe agree with you, but
I even said this. You like to argue. That's what I said.
Yes,
You like to argue
debate.
for
I do
sure.
like to debate.
You like to argue. But then again, now that I'm starting to see it, this is not really about arguing. This is about this. You have a preference and you don't want to say it.
What?
You don't want to outright
What
say
are you
it.
talking about?
That is very interesting.
What are you talking about, dude?
I don't know how you can like or not like Biden. The lights are on, but nobody home.
No, you should, and for the thing of Biden, he's visibly unfit.
You don't know where the fuck he's at.
Like, it's concerning to me. At the very least, you should be concerned.
Did I not just say that I'm
his,
indifferent?
No, you said you no. At the very least, you should be concerned about him being there in the first place.
Didn't I
At
just
the
say
one
that
term can do a lot.
concern,
One
dude,
term can do a lot. As a left-leaning person, you already know what one term can do. When you talk about Trump, right? That's why they didn't want to have another
when
Trump.
Obama was president, certain things that he did got reversed.
No, but we're not talking about Obama. We're talking about Trump and how a lot of the people are saying that, oh no, hey, look how much damage he did. It's irrevocable damage that Trump did. So don't tell me about one term not meaning anything. You're not taking a stance on this deliberately and on specific things. That's very fucking interesting.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you're choosing to be indifferent because you don't want to really say what's going on and what you feel.
He got Alzheimer's, dude.
That's what you're doing. You're deliberately saying I'm indifferent. It's like you're telling a half truth.
No. I'm not
as a person that likes to argue. That means a person. That's not what you said earlier. You said that you were indifferent, meaning not.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
You don't have to be a fan of somebody to be different.
Indifferent. See, but
I'm not.
Do you like him? You're neutral then.
I'm a detractor, but
then
I'm not
you're saying that you're neutral. You have no stake in the game. You don't care. As a person that is left leaning, a lot of left leaning people care about a lot, especially people.
Okay.
And for you to say that I did this one, I don't care about. I don't really. It's not. I'm neutral. And seeing all the things that he's did, he's clearly taken a stance, or at least his puppeteers are doing this. They're clearly making a line here, and you know about economics, and you know what the ramifications of what he's saying and what he's signing off on is doing, and yet you still say I don't feel anything. That's interesting.
I'm saying that
you said exactly what you needed to say, man. I got all the information I need.
Okay, dude.
So Stage, you do agree Japan has a different economy, right?
I'm saying, dude, every country has their own culture, their own work culture, their own, different thing that makes them different from the rest of the world. I'm just saying that the first world countries, what makes them similar is that they are mostly capitalist mixed economies. That's all I said. And there just so happens to be certain similarities within that affects the work culture. Not that they're all the same, but certain things that come from the actual economic structure itself, the philosophy, that cause certain things to end up a certain way. But there are differences because there are insular cultural differences.
Yeah, but why say that? Why say such a generalized thing that has no real stake in it? Like it's just like I'm just naming things. I'm just stating this. No, but he's saying that he's like I'm just stating things, and I don't really. I'm just stating this.
Stating.
I didn't really say anything.
What is this?
Honing in on the answer and the specifics.
No, but
right?
what is this?
So talk about Japan.
But you're agreeing with him. But what is he saying?
What
he's saying that you're not answering about Japan. You're just making a general. You're making a general
statement. You're making a general statement. You're making a general statement that adds nothing to the conversation. According to what you're saying. I never said this. I just said X, Y, and Z, and that's it. I never said anything wrong or right. I just said this. It doesn't add to the conversation.
Stage, you can even add your opinion into the conversation as well. It doesn't have to.
You don't want to hear my opinion. Wrong or right. That's the point. You guys have already proven it. The fact of what I'm saying is you're writing it off because you don't agree with it. I understand it. I'm listening to.
It's not that I don't. It's not that I completely don't.
It is.
It's not that I completely. No, I read your DMs. I read your DMs. I read your DMs, Lionel. Lionel said this, right? DM. Your friend had a point with the birth rates. It's an economy issue as women enter the workforce in huge numbers. Same with the U.S. But the thing is, in Japan, before I read the rest of it, is that Japanese women don't choose those particular jobs. They choose florists and pet grooming and shit like that in Japan. So it doesn't really contribute to society necessarily. Women
everything does to a certain degree. Everything that falls into the economy that adds to the GDP actually does at some point.
I'm talking about for infrastructures and things like that. I thought that would
clearly
be known.
Not infrastructure, but I'm just saying.
I thought that would be known. Like, of course, that's going to put some sort of money somewhere because the shampoos are going to do what? If you're a pet groomer or whatever the case is, there's shampoos and you need a factory to make the shampoos and stuff like that. But not anything impactful because you don't need those shampoos or factories to exist at all to make society function. That's what I mean. Like, it's irrelevant. He says women enter the workforce. These companies drop everyone's salary because they don't need that many people. But there's certain jobs that women choose, right? That's the problem. Women choose certain jobs that suits them. That's not dirty. And it fucks everything up.
Social science and shit. How many psychologists do you need?
You mean sociologists?
Either way, listen, this was a great conversation. We're going to have to... Oh, Reese, what are you doing up so late? Oh, I just came back from Florida. I'm about to end this shit. Yo, we're going to have this conversation. I'm going to have to get all my shit, all my ducks in a row about economy.
Definitely.
And economics. The same thing with you, and the same thing with the cultures. I have to get all my information.
I got the cultures on lock, bro. I got you. I'm gonna add to that conversation. But next, title the space like just the differences between the United States work culture versus like the rest of the world, or something like that. Oh my
God! I already admitted to the fact that the work culture is different.
I know. I'm saying the title of the space so we can get into the specifics.
I give up.
No.
There's no point. Because you're not actually listening to what I'm saying.
I agree with you. But, there's also the other issue that women are literally choosing specific jobs. And
I'm not disagreeing.
I know. I hear you. You said that you're not disagreeing. And I would say listen to when you started talking about economy or economics when this first started. To hear what you said before, which sent me on this tangent.
Oh, my God. I'm being blamed for you going on it. I literally tried to hold the whole thing together from the very beginning, and you said, no, I'm going to say this first.
But the thing is, if you took a definitive stance, it wouldn't have ever gotten this far.
Definitive?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you have a certain belief that that you believe strongly about certain things.
You
If somebody
giggled,
says something,
you giggled, and you said red pill, and that's not
no,
what I was
because
going.
because I've heard the red pill, and the thing is, there are variations to the red pill, varying degrees.
But you wrote that whole thing off, and just and giggled. I don't know why you giggled with it. Oh, it's just red pill. Or you just staying feminist. Like, what's the laughter about then? If it wasn't a criticism,
dude, the fact that
you wrote it off. Like, let's be honest here. You wrote the whole thing off because it's a trendy phrase that people don't like, especially left leaning people.
No.
So why'd you giggle then? Why'd you laugh? Why'd you laugh?
Not heard, dude, okay, you clearly haven't seen what I've written to people. Even
why
Lionel,
did you? Why, but I'm asking you this. I don't know. He was at one point. I'm asking you specific. I'm asking you specific. Oh, Jesus Christ! I just want you to answer a question. Why did you laugh? That's all I'm asking. Why did you laugh?
I'm trying to.
I know you're asking about Lionel and everything else under the sun. I'm just asking you, why did you laugh when you came through?
I want to give you an answer, but you want me to answer things the way you want me to answer it. So I'm going to answer.
I want you to get to the point. Is what I want you to do. I don't need to have a fucking thesis on why you get laughing. I just want you to answer it.
Because I feel that the red pill, okay, if you go too deeply into the red pill, because I do believe that there are certain things that the red pill might say that might have some truth, just like feminism. There are certain things they said that
might if. But there you go. Might if you never can take a definitive stance. Never.
Because there's nuance to everything, and there's no point in going to extremes.
You have to take. There's in this world, nothing is what is it?
Listen, you just gotta hold another space next time, bro. I think you're out of it.
I really am. It's like I'm trying to.
Just use logical thinking.
I'm speaking to an adult, so I'm trying to. I'm wondering, like,
see, here he goes.
It's interesting seeing two millennials with such different life paths.
First he says it's not about critical thinking. Now I thought it was talking to adult. Dude, you don't have to insult me in certain ways.
Because it's like I don't understand why you're missing this information. And you're the same age as me. I don't understand this.
The whole premise of your
just you living. You should have this information. Not going to school. What? Just you experiencing life. You should have this information. I'm wondering why it's missing.
What are you even saying?
What do you mean? What am I saying?
What information?
You're saying ifs and that, and there's nothing that, like, for me, I'd literally say you don't take stances on there. And your thing is this, because you don't want to be wrong. You say that, nothing is, I can't define it. There's nuance to everything. You can never take a stance to anything.
Because I am open to other things.
There are nuances to everything, but people take stances. But
you just admitted it, right?
Like for instance, quantum physics, right?
Form your own opinion.
I am my own opinion, but I'm not.
His own opinion is
convoluted.
Everything is convoluted, and I'm not the only one that's saying that though. Like I can see if this was an A and B conversation, and you can say that you're coming at me in a certain way, but I'm not the only one experiencing you in this way. So obviously, there's a
where you guys agree with each other.
No, it's not about us. It's not about. I have never had a political conversation with East, and really not with Jeremy either. Like that.
You're finding out that they think very similarly to you.
Even if I did find out right now, right then, people are looking. People are listening to you. And apparently at this conversation with East, and it's still it's recurring.
Stage, I haven't even agreed with Illicit politically on much. Like I just agree with him on some points that you were making that weren't really stances. Like also, if someone told you the Earth was flat, would you say, "Oh, this is a nuance. I'm not going to take a stance on it," or would you say,
"There are different possibilities.
The Earth is round. Get the fuck out of here." You would say that, right? The Earth is round, right?
Like, he's like everybody needs to have an opinion. It's like that's the liberal. See, it's on one side.
Facts.
On one side, it's liberal, right? On one side, it's liberal. meaning that everybody can have their own opinions and but yet there's a specific stance on things. It's weird. Anyway, I gotta close this shit out because I'm hungry and I missed my whole. I missed my whole fucking.
Talk, bro. We're gonna have to talk about this more.
Yo, I'm gonna gather all my information. You want you? I'm gonna gather all my information.
With Abdi, I'm definitely done with this conversation because I already understand what he's getting at. We can talk about the culture, but there's no point in because the thing is, I'm talking about.
Stop talking about Last of Us 2, bro.
Dude, I was literally talking about economics, the actual economics, not the work culture. Literally, that's why I know where Abdi is getting at. Abdi is talking about the actual work culture, the actual systems that have been in place, basically that they work under, and that the ladder that these people go through culturally, economically, within their country. But what I'm talking about is from the outside. Because remember, I don't live in Japan. I'm talking about what makes us similar to them. And there seems to be, yes.
You said them, but we're not talking about the economy. We're talking about the people. I was always talking about the people, not the economy.
Yes, but there are
most first world countries operate similarly. Like that's already known. And I stated at the beginning of the conversation that Japanese they function differently.
Yes, culturally, yes.
Yeah, but why are you fighting this argument? Like, why are you fighting?
They are more collectivist, where we are more individualist.
But why are you fighting it when we agree?
I'm talking about economics, not local.
But I wasn't talking about economics, though.
And that's what I was talking about. How economics is influencing things.
I said, yeah. You can have similar economics.
Yes.
And different culture, and it changes the game.
But what are these countries actually doing right now? Because of the stage of the game, they're all getting involved in government-funded social safety nets. Correct?
The United States isn't doing that, bro.
Because of the fact that we have we have conservatives here that will block.
We have 50 different states with liberal governments. They can pass laws like that. You know that, right? Each state has different welfare laws. You know that, right?
Abdi, you just, oh my God, you just said it. Literally, you just went after Biden for not doing a sweeping ruling on legalizing.
He can legally decriminalize.
Yeah, but guess who would come after his neck?
Huh? He can do that with the swipe of a pen, though. It doesn't require any.
Yeah, but he could. But would he be
legislation?
Would he be considered a cruel leader? Not a cruel leader, but like. A more how do you say it, totalitarian if he tried to do a sweeping ruling for the entire country, correct?
You know,
that's way less than forcing people to get
you could bring marijuana across state lines and shit, bro, and you wouldn't go to federal prison.
That.
That's less controversial than forcing people to get a shot that people don't know what they're going to do to them and forcing them to lose their jobs and homes and all that. He did that, and people didn't break out about that.
If it had no effect, why didn't Biden do it?
What political side is it generally? What political side is generally against marijuana? I'm just saying. Which political side is against marijuana? More than not.
Democrats. The question. Wait, hold on. Wait. Block. The reason why we had this conversation is to define why we are having a decline in birth rates.
Yes.
And you mentioned you made a statement that did not contribute into the answer of that question.
Or you cast it off to the side.
I did not. I said that they were functionally different. You're saying that the economy is causing that to happen, right?
They all have similar economies in a way, but the fact of the matter is they have their own insular cultures, which function differently. Two different.
So then we were never arguing in the first place. But the question I have then is why did you even bring up? Why? That's why I mean that you are a very convoluted person. Why did you even bring that piece of information up? It made no sense to bring that up.
I can accept that.
A whole hour and a half of arguing when you already supposedly, quote unquote, agreed with me.
If you were listening to me, it wouldn't have been so convoluted.
I tried to listen, but you said you were regurgitating words that did not contribute to the conversation. It was overly wordy. I don't know if the college that did it or not.
You literally
like it was.
dude,
I was like,
I've
bro,
literally been
shorten
saying
it
the
up.
same thing.
And then you're like, oh no, because you said that no, actually no, I'm not going to give you that, because when you first started off, you said that the birth rates were declining for the same reasons, which was the economy.
I'm saying that Japan.
I just want to
is
say, as
ahead
a
of us.
younger person, it's kind of interesting seeing the both of you being from the same generation, same age, have such different views on things. It's interesting to hear, though.
It's because he went to college and I didn't.
Yeah,
It
that's
has
a big
nothing to
part
do
of
with
it.
that. There's people who went to college who think exactly like you do.
How do you know how I think?
Nothing that exactly what you're saying right now. There's plenty of people who went to college who think
He's making a generalization. He's not saying 99% of people think this the way you do. He's making a broad generalization that's kind of true.
Yes,
it has the foundation.
It's a ruling on essentially on the liberalization of colleges, essentially.
His college is very liberal. I know it's indoctrination,
which I agree.
And a lot of liberals function the same way. They talk the same way. They act the same way. They believe in the same policies and they believe in the same things in general. This is not the first rodeo, my boy. It's the same thing, man. Like every time you can just go on YouTube and just look at liberals and what they say, and you fit right in. I'm sorry, but you do. I'm not conservative, nor am I liberal. I'm not Republican, nor am I. I'm a Democrat.
The liberal, sorry, not the left lean. The left, political left, is actually very long. And the thing is that like it goes far, like very far. The far left.
I would say that you're not as far left.
Yeah, not
but just being on, but just being on the left spawns this type of conversation. And like I said before in the earlier conversation, you said that the economy were very similar, and that's the reason why the birth rates were what they are. And I said no, it's not, because the culture is what's causing the different birth rates. The birth rate decline.
There's no reason why all the countries that all first world countries are having this problem. There's none at all.
That's a global thing in the globalized West, but Japan has it the worst. That's why we cited Japan. They have it the worst right now, bro.
Anything. So like, I could go deep into this, because I think, I think that it could be biology that's like. This is like a program into biology.
Oh no. Oh no. Dude, you're the same person who hates college and you're bringing up biology?
Yeah. I can't.
Come on.
And see, this is why you can't have a conversation with people that are like this, right? Because he's not listening to what I'm saying.
I am.
He thinks that it's frivolous. And nature, right? Nature creates like an equilibrium so that there's no overpopulation. It does it on its own. So what's wrong with me thinking this about humans?
Evolution and survival of the fittest, etc., etc.
But what's wrong with what I'm saying? What's the laughing for?
No, it's because
is that not based? Is that not rooted in any kind of truth?
No, it's not that you can't.
But why are you laughing then? Why are you laughing?
You were mocking college.
That's not a college thing, though.
So where do people go to learn biology?
High school, middle school. What are you talking about? Fucking the Discovery, the Discovery Channel. You don't even need to go to school for this shit.
As a degree, dude. As a degree, my dude.
Stage. He made the point earlier that college is good for a few specific degrees, maybe less than 6. The rest of them are basically like you don't need them. Basically, like
they're like basic shit that you can learn in regular high school. But he was laughing like, oh, college. Oh, what you talking about biology? Are you serious right now? You realize that they do that in high school, right?
I understand that, dude.
You don't gotta pay a lick of money. So if you understood that, but if you understood that, why you? But if you understood that, why are you laughing?
Because you're the one who was actually laughing at college.
But I'm not mentioning anything college related. I mentioned biology.
So okay, your argument is you're talking about biology. Okay,
Abdi is talking about the fact that only
I
now.
but I wasn't mentioning anything about East, though. I wasn't mentioning anything about East. I sit there. I said maybe it's biological. That this is weird. There's some sort of overpopulation that it's correcting itself. And you was like, oh, you talk about college. What the fuck does that have anything to do with the price of tea in China?
Dude, the fact that this whole thing has nothing to do with biology in and of itself.
I said, what if
you
it has something to do
feminism?
I'm just opening my mind in the event that it isn't feminism or economics or anything of that nature. I keep that's the thing about liberals. They claim that they're open-minded, but they're really not. So I like to keep all the doors open to make sure that I'm learning. What if, like any other animal, we have some sort of fail-safe that if we start to overpopulate, this is what happened. The desire, because it happens with rats too. There's actually tests with rats when they put them in a perfect environment, right? You can search this shit up too. They put them in a perfect environment. They didn't have to fight for food or anything like that. And instantly, when it got to a certain crescendo of numbers in terms of the population, they stopped having kids.
The necessity and desire. Yeah, essentially. Once
so
you take away
if you knew this, why are you laughing?
Because you were making fun of college.
That has nothing to do with college. Do you hear yourself? Are you listening to yourself right now?
Are they actually having those conversations in high school?
Yes.
Or in college?
No, high school. And actually some middle school. The stuff
talk
that I'm
about
pulling
everything in high school nowadays.
The stuff that I'm pulling from, I had a middle school teacher. His name is Mr. Horn. Yeah. And when I was younger, before all this bullshit started happening, we would have conversations like that.
Yeah. No, the fact that there's okay. I mean, you can look at it with certain animals and things like that. You take them out of their environment, where they actually have to fight to survive the hunt and stuff like that. Essentially, they're becoming more docile when they're around us because we're providing them with food. They're not.
But that's what's happening now. You got welfare that's providing people with food, and fucking poor people that's homeless got cell phones and shit. You can say the same thing with us.
Hey, bro, I'm not denying that there could be effects, but there's also many other things. There's a lot of factors like
But hold
on a second. Hormones that are in the food and things like that.
You call it conspiracy theories. They putting hormones in food.
That's not a conspiracy theory.
Oh, conspiracy theories. Okay, they altering us. Okay.
That's not a conspiracy theory.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay.
That's not a conspiracy theory, dude.
They're not really but you saying they're putting hormones in food. And what does that do? But as a liberal, you should know that there's the FDA that makes sure that everything is, up to standard and not poisonous, You should know that the government is all for us to not fuck up. How do you propose that this is happening? As a liberal, you should know that the government is all for us and is all altruistic and everything, right? Didn't you say that before? That they're helping other countries out and all this other shit?
I'm not saying it wasn't for their own gain to a certain degree, because remember, the corporations actually gain.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just fucking with you. We gotta have another space, man. We have to. I'm gonna make sure.
Hey, listen, we got a game sometime, bro.
Yeah, as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna try to put my PSN.
Bro, DM your PSN, man. What you got? You got GT or something?
I got GT, but I feel like I'm not ready to drive. Like I play single player. I'll do it though. I need to expand my horizons.
I seen a clip of you with some people online. You were just talking about the graphics.
Oh yeah, but I'm not playing with them. I'm just driving.
Oh yeah, you're driving.
Okay. Yeah. But I'll do it though. I'll DM you my PSN.
Well, you say you came from Florida?
Mm-hmm.
You were just vacationing?
I'm trying to live there, so I gotta.
Oh, you're just scouting?
Yeah, I'm Scotland.
Scotland, okay. The Latinas, how the Latinas, man? You like the Venezuelans, the Cubans? What's up?
Oh, see, you didn't hear what happened, man. So
What
I went to a new beach. I typically go there because I have the body of a god. No, I'm just playing. I go to a new beach, right? And I'm thinking I can spit some game to the Spanish chicks, man, and I can't. They speak only Spanish, so I wasn't able to say shit.
They still want to speak English to you, bro. It's okay.
Oh no, you can hear it, man. No, they saw that thingy thing swinging. No, they saw that shit.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, hey, what's going on? She was like, huh? I was like, oh shoot. And then she couldn't speak English. So
Listen, if they're pulling up to a new beach, bro, I think they be getting that on the regular, bro. It's like it's not.
They do, but like I don't want to look because of the feminist wave. I don't want to say anything to offend them in a different language, and then have the cops call me. You know what I mean?
Oh my God!
I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ!
I got a whole album of this shit.
Listen, I've literally been listening to you speak about many different subjects, and generally, and I'm still talking to you about it right now. I've even posted it up so other people can see your stuff. So I don't really understand. He's here, feminist.
Hey, bro, come on. We're off of that topic. Next space, bro. List is dropping.
We're off of the topic. He literally just said it right now.
I'm just talking about my feelings.
I mean, this is why I can't take. I'd be serious.
You think he's taking shots at you?
I'm like that guy in the corner. He's like his corner. You didn't say that, bro.
You think he's taking shots, bro? Come on. I think he's on a different type of time right now.